Everybody taste ain't the same.
Yeah.
You got people who don't like soca at all.
Yeah.
People who don't like Caribbean music at all.
Yeah.
What's that island crap? I don't.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So to get in that mindset and to create a wall for yourself, 'cause that's what you're ultimately doing.
Yeah.
Because so and so gonna hate my music, or so and say they don't like it, or so and say something got negative to say about it. If you gonna let that person opinion that you have nothing to do with affect what you trying to accomplish, then you is the problem.
Definitely.
Just need a big bag, I'ma get it so fast, I'm so fast. And when I get that money, I'ma make that last. Caribbean currency, we make that money last. We make it last. I just need a big bag, I'ma get it fast, get it fast, get it fast. I just need a big bag. I just need a big bag.
Welcome to another episode of Caribbean Currency, where Caribbean culture meets financial literacy. I'm your co-host, Kyle, here with my co-host, Redman. Sony, our next co-host, going to be here today, but she was here in spirit. Shout out to Cody and the ones and twos. And today, we have a special guest, man. This one here, we were waiting for this one. We were running this forcing down. He had to find them. Man busy, them man still moving. And we right now, it must be 1 o'clock in the morning, and we had to really roll out everything and say, yo, pull up on us because this interview that important, man.
Yeah.
We have multiple international road march winning producer, son of the soil, international DJ, superstar extraordinaire, none other than DJ Avalanche.
Yeah.
I'm going to try.
That's one of the best intros I've ever had, man. Yeah, you got to touch the fence on that. That is one of the best intros I've ever had.
I want to hear that one and an Avalanche drop it. When the next
I want to train the sound effect.
I'm going to send that to your email. But Abby, what going on, brother?
Man, first and foremost, I just want to say thanks, and it's a blessing to be on the big blue seat.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? Because I've seen the podcast. I've seen that you guys got a lot of heavyweights, a lot of very influential, very important, very exclusive, prolific Virgin Islanders on this seat. So to be privileged to be amongst the cast that you have interviewed in the past, I really feel honored, and I just want to say thank you for inviting me so that we could chit chat and talk about these things.
Definitely.
So it's big, and you guys doing it big too. You know, not because I have all of these accolades that you just mentioned, but you guys are doing it big for the community, for the Virgin Islands, for the culture. So. You know what I mean? It's just right that we sit down and have a chat. You know what I mean?
Bro, definitely.
Hey, but hey, look, he's an inspiration, you know what I mean? Cause like you don't work hard, you know what I mean? And catching you on the layover. That's what we catch you on the layover.
A lot of people, you said that and I might fly over a lot of people's head. Like literally so busy that they had to catch me on a layover for a flight, you know what I mean? Run from the airport to do this. But it's all good, man. It's all love, you know what I mean?
We gotta make it happen.
Big. Yeah, I just make it happen. Yeah, because guy, and I was like, hey, look, man, are we gonna be here for 6 hours? He's like, oh yeah. We're gonna got a car Cody right now. 1 o'clock in the morning. Like, you sure you want? Like, you're like, nah. We're going. We don't worry about it. Okay, you know.
We get him know. Like, we know how hard it is as an international artist, an international producer, international performer. Yeah, all over the place. So like, listen, if this is our window, man.
Coming from one thing to go to the next thing, you know what I mean? So it's like in between, you gotta catch it when you could catch it, man. But
in the Caribbean Studios Sky Lounge, Caribbean Currency Sky Lounge.
That's what it is right now, man.
Yeah, it's Sky Lounge.
Yeah, man. But Avi, again, thanks for coming, man. But how we usually start these things, we usually started from the genesis, from the beginning. Wow. You know what I mean? Like pretty much.
Back, go to the
first of all, let me just put this in here.
Yeah.
Oh, this is my camera. He's a Hajj. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so we start for the Genesis. I just want to put all this.
By birth, I am a Hajj.
Okay.
I am a Hajj man, yes.
Right. Okay, there you go.
I know a lot of cool Hajj. Usually I don't fuck with him. I tell them. I'm a positionist when it comes to heat. You know? But I ain't go Go in and they had them. Large up, they had them.
And because of that, right, the whole time I thinking, I be from St. Thomas, you know. Break my heart when the man tell me I be a cruise.
So, okay. You know what's crazy about that? There's a lot of people don't, unless you really know me personally, a lot of people don't know my true Virgin Islands background.
Right.
So to clarify that,
Right.
I was born in St. Thomas.
Okay.
So
Okay,
you just mentioned as a Crucian.
These are us.
I was my board paper. I was born in St. Thomas Hospital. I was born in St. Thomas.
Right.
Awesome.
However, I left as a child from St. Thomas to St. Croix by, I want to say, kindergarten age.
Okay.
Because I went first, as far as I can remember, my first school in St. Croix was in first grade in Freehold Baptist.
Right.
So by the time I was first grade age,
Yeah.
I was in St. Croix.
Right.
My parents moved to St. Croix, so I went to St. Croix and I started school, and now I ended up staying in St. Croix, wait till graduation, high school.
Right.
And then after, I went back to St. Thomas.
Yeah.
When UVI in St. Thomas, and then everybody, you know, who know of Avalanche know me from in St. Thomas from that period of time.
Right.
But prior to that, everybody in St. Croix know me growing up from, you know, elementary, junior, high school.
Yeah.
They're going to argue in the comments.
Yeah.
I'm arguing right now.
Yeah.
He's
You know?
ours.
I mean, so birth, if you want to go by birth, right?
that's why
As I told me,
that's
I'm
all
by
I'm
birth.
saying.
But as a cruise, I'm Crucian raised.
Okay.
Cool.
You know what I mean? So
We'll
when
put
people
that
ask
card
me
for
that
the
question,
Crucian
I just simply say I'm from the VI.
Hey.
I'm a true Virgin Islander.
There you go.
We could
I
edit
was
out.
raised by Crucians, born St.
St.
Thomas.
Thomas. All
All right? And I go St. John to
When we
vacation.
replay this, I was.
Yeah.
Are you more with this move?
We just edit out. The
Born
muted.
in St. Thomas.
Yeah, that's it. Straight up.
Although my large up our Crucian family, I have Crucian and my father from St. Croix.
Well, see, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, all always one at the end of the day.
Right.
Definitely.
You know, and really and truly, we only divided by the little water
That's
in
right.
between.
Guys love,
you know,
at the
but
end of the
we
day.
under the same flag. We go through the same struggles,
Definitely.
and the same joys, and
the
you know,
same sorrows
we
too.
are all brothers and sisters at the end of the
And
day. So I
if
don't
you
see
know, if you notice the success for a lot of Virgin Islands people happens when the two sides meet.
Yeah.
And a lot of successful things
Yes.
happen
Yeah.
through that Crucian, St. John, St. Thomas collaboration.
Yes,
You know what I mean? So,
100%. You know, I wouldn't be who I am if it weren't for St. Croix, as well as if it wasn't for St. Thomas.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I can't give no island precedence. So I am me because of St. Croix and neglect St. Thomas.
Yeah.
Because no, the two islands together made Avalanche.
Yeah, definitely.
St. John too. 'Cause
St. John, large
I used to
St.
do.
John.
No, I can't forget St. John because one of my first set of parties was in St. John.
Right.
You know, as Avalanche. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
shout out St.
St.
John.
John.
It's just that, you know, the argument is usually St. Thomas, St. Croix.
And
Right.
a watcher or a subscriber had reached out and said, "Okay, how come I don't really large up St. John? I had just St. Thomas and St. Croix, St. Thomas, St. Croix." 'Cause we kind of feel like St. John is an extension of St. Thomas.
And that is true too.
because it's so close.
That is
You
very
like,
true.
You could get to
But-
St. John.
But St. John has their own identity.
Agreed.
And deserve to be
Agreed.
acknowleded as well.
Agreed. So
I 100%
So
believe
that's where we're going at.
And if
Because-
me mistaken, they had like the first slave rebellion in the Western
man.
Hemisphere.
Happened
You
in
know what I
St.
mean?
John?
In St. John.
Yes.
You know what I
St.
mean?
John.
So
Yes.
And that inspired a lot
that
of the
inspired a
rest
lot,
of them
you know
to
what I mean?
go up,
And
you know,
they have
so
a
the
deep
same
history in St. John,
Yes.
especially
So
for-
our St. Johnians, we love you.
man,
And you know
I
what?
always
St.
say-
John is like Switzerland. Like St. John,
Yeah.
ain't nobody got a problem with St. John.
That's
you
why
know?
you don't hear what I say. And I had a vacation in St. John.
Exactly.
That is where I go to have a good time. You guaranteed
Yes.
to have a good time in St. John.
Definitely, definitely.
Yes. If
Guaranteed.
If you ever heard the St. Thomas St. Croix banter, just know St. John and St. Thomas say.
Right.
I joke.
Yeah.
But you say you grew up in St. Croix,
Yes.
graduated in St. Croix. What
Yeah.
brought you back to St. Thomas? Like,
So-
St. Croix have a UVI too. So what made you?
You're right.
You know?
So like growing up, my parents split. You know. So my mom stayed in St. Croix. My father went back to St. Thomas. You know, so I grew up as I said, in St. Croix with my mom.
Yeah.
So by the time I graduated, I was like, well, let me go back and see what's going over and pop side.
Yeah.
Are you struggling with having bad credit? Is having a bad credit score affecting your ability to get approved for the things you need in life? Well, guess what? I could help you out. I could get all those negative items removed if we're talking about inquiries, late payments, collections, charge-offs, repossessions, even bankruptcies. We could get those removed from your credit report. Go on www.credible-source.com and fill out an inquiry right now so we could get you to a better credit score so you could get approved for the things you need in life. Talk to y'all soon. Peace.
And it ain't too far, you know what I mean? It's still VI. But let me see what's going on pop side. I spent all this time with mom. Let me see what's going on pop side. So I went back now. St. Thomas to kind of connect with pop side and the family that and St. Thomas. You know, that was my mindset and my thinking back then. And so said, so done. You know, went back by him and then I go in UVI and just, getting a feel and for the lifestyle and the way how St. Thomas operates, and I had loved it. Because it's totally different than St. Croix. You know what I mean? We are one, but lifestyle in St. Croix is totally different than lifestyle in Rock. So St. Thomas is more of a hustle kind of vibe, faster pace. You know what I mean? St. Croix is more chill and more community and more love. But it is all a part of me. So I have fallen in love with reconnecting with the St. Thomas part of me. So went UVI and connected with my cousins and stuff over there that I didn't really had a relationship with growing up, and and started to move. But I had gained interest of music and DJing in St. Croix. So that I brought that over to St. Thomas, and they were like, "Oh, you like DJing and da. And then they kind of show me where is where, you know what I mean? Like the record shops and, they just gave me acclimated and keeping me in the know of what is in my interest or field, so to speak, in St. Thomas, you know what I mean? So at that time, I ended up getting real comfortable in St. Thomas, and I just started to move and progress,
So, go ahead. No,
Who give you that first, like, I mean, the music interest was in St. Croix, but who give you that first, like, wow, like I interested in music? Like, what are the first influence, you know what I mean? What, artist or what DJ or like?
So
what make Avalanche say, I want DJ? 'Cause most
you
people...
know what's crazy? So that originated in St. Croix.
Right.
Because anybody that grew up in VI know that St. Croix have a DJ culture and
Yes.
St. Thomas have a band culture.
Facts.
Right? So me growing up in St. Croix obviously started to get informed and also educated and started to get an interest in this DJ because St. Croix, especially in the 90s, because that's when I was going to school and things, the DJ culture was strong because this is when you have sounds and like they have sounds, but when I say they have sound, it's the sound. So for you younger folks that are watching now, sound thing, like a Dogart sound or like a Red Lion sound. When you hear sound,
Westline sound.
Westline. When you hear sound, that was a whole movement.
Right.
So like for example, growing up in St. Croix, Dogart song was one of my inspirations.
Yes.
Right.
They were based in Strawberry, a location in St. Croix. So you talking about a whole community supporting this one DJ.
Right.
Whenever they play, the whole community coming out,
Right.
and they just this is the man. So now not only does the community, so when that happens, what happens now is the love start to spread out of the community to different parts of the island. So now everybody in the island, I never lived Strawberry a day in my life.
Right.
But I knew of Dagad.
Right.
Because he was one of the top, just like Tech 9 were from Mombiju back in them days. Same concept. The whole of Mombiju supporting Tech 9. But when they step out now, the rest of the island is like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
And I am like, I'm so intrigued and fascinated by the support and the love that these DJs gain. I'm like, wow, man, this would be cool to be a part of something like this.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't know nothing about DJing or nothing, but I just fascinated with that.
Yeah.
So before I even go any further in that story, I used to play sports, you know, high school, junior high, that type of thing. I used to play baseball. I was a big baseball player.
What position?
I used to pitch, play first base because I'm left-handed.
Play more first base than pitch. You used to beat your hand for grape soda for sure.
What?
Yeah, they used to beat your hand.
I never heard that
Yeah,
before.
that's what we would say. When you pang off, they beat your hand for grape soda.
I've never heard
It's
that.
not-
Beat your hand
That
for grapes.
means when you play baseball and you're pitching and everybody hitting.
Yeah,
hitting hard.
everybody hitting
No,
your ball.
no, man, I throw no hitters on them. I
Oh.
was good. I was good. I was
Like Robbie
really-
level? Because you know we had a pitcher on the pad already now. Okay.
Not his level.
Okay, that's
he
okay.
could have go
League
places.
Yeah.
You know? Me, I could have played college ball.
Okay.
I definitely could have
Wow.
played college ball.
Wow, I didn't know that.
But I didn't, you know.
Yeah.
I did, like I said, I went back
Yeah.
to rap
Yeah.
to
Okay.
my people. But
Right.
I could have definitely played college ball in America. So anyway, my first introduction to song system was from a teammate of mine. I didn't even call his name, shout out, Biko Claxton. He have Antiguan lineage,
Yeah.
right? So he was already, you know, into the whole sound thing. And being that he have Antiguan lineage, if you know anything about back in them days, the big DJ from Antigua was Stonewall. So he gave me a Stonewall cassette to listen to. We playing baseball, we like, hey, listen to it. You want head tune? Listen to this.
This cassette.
Yeah.
For the
This
younger
is-
ones.
It's
Everyone
cassette,
listening to
cassette days. Cassette days.
We
There
had
ain't
no
no
streaming.
CD. CD wasn't even a thing
Exactly.
then. We reached the CD part of the story yet. Cassette.
Yeah.
And I listen to this thing, I'm like, what is it? What? So I hearing DJs cussing other DJs, and I'm gonna like, what? My first time hearing Clash and thing, I say, what is to go on? What? I am totally in this now, right?
Yeah.
So now after, man, I was bad. Get back the man the cassette.
Yeah.
And then now I do my research. I learn about Daga. So we got a hair in VI.
Yeah.
Daga and Tech Nine and da. So I'm like, wow, we got this is a whole wall. This is new to me.
Yeah.
But I fascinated, and then I learned like did I get this support from the community?
Yeah.
Blah blah, like I just explained. Okay, cool. So now I'm like, nah, man, I got build my own sound, right? You know what I mean? I got find my way into this thing. You know? And in high school, I never forget it. What I did was on a trip. I was supposed to, the airline lost my luggage. This is true, sir.
Spirit?
Airline, no, Spirit went around them time. This is cassette days we talking about. Spirit went
Panam.
He just want to shit that
Panam.
spirit. Any chance you get?
I mean,
The spirit
no,
around
it
your
was-
name is so funny, man.
the airline, I not even want to call it airline, but the airline lost my luggage, right? So we were able to get some money for them losing my luggage. My mom, shout out moms, she gave me $500 out of that money to go buy clothes. You know, I take that money and do
By DJ equipment.
buy turntable and a mixer.
Yes, sir.
And sneak it into my mother's house.
Yeah.
She didn't even know.
Shit.
Well, she see it when she walk into my room and I setting up and I making noise. You understand? And my first 2 records, LPs. And of course she was upset because she sent me, they said to buy clothes.
Right.
You know? But I beg and I plead and I beg and I plead to keep it. And she let me keep it. You know? So I practicing with these things. And I was complete trash. Complete trash. But I had done make up my mind. I want to get into this thing.
Yeah.
Right.
You know? And she said, well, if you keep your grades up and you know, go ahead. You ain't got no clothes, but go ahead. You know what I mean?
If you don't care,
You don't got no clothes, you wear the same thing all week, okay, but go ahead. You know what I'm saying? And I went and it ended up that literally was the moment that I was like, okay, this is something I gonna take an interest in and do. So now at that point I didn't know how far I would go.
Yeah.
But it's something I had an interest in. something I had some insight in, and I was like, yo, I
think you should shout out that airline.
You really want to-
I mean, that was a huge mistake.
Bro, they invest in Avalanche in
if they didn't lose that,
indirectly
or directly, they
hey,
still
you might
they
get
give that
or
they
Lena around
sponsor
them probably.
that whole table.
Yeah. You know, but
You
that
don't
was
have to
that was the
press
beginning of it, you know, and then I ended up starting to do like, so I started to promote in school. 'Cause I was still in school, high school them time, and I told, you know, just talking, yeah, I run tune, I get my thing, and bam, bam, bam. And then I started to go to the record shop, and every chance I get, any little money I run into, I go buy a little record here and buy a little record there and just build a little collection, you know, because it ain't like you could download them time then you got buy the thing, you know what I'm saying? And this is before CD.
Yeah.
When you reach CD, this is record,
Record,
you know? And then, like I told you, I even had started getting to dub plate them, right? But again, as a high school kid, and the dub plate process was different. First of all, you need money.
Yes.
You need a contact, right? And what they used to do, if you had a contact, usually you had to contact a studio. When you call a studio, you say you need XYZ, and they would say, okay, XYZ coming this day, or they would say, well, we don't know when XYZ coming, but so and so in the studio. No, you want him or you don't want him. And they would say, well, he want X amount of money. So if you make a deal, then you still got to go Western Union and send them the money. Western, because you won't know PayPal and everything. You have to go Western Union and send them the money, right? Unless you were there physically, but I was still in school, so I couldn't do this. It's Western Union at that time. And, you know, they would record it and the actual record, the plate, you know what I mean? And then they would ship it to you, FedEx, to your address or whatever. So you get a no, and you, back then, you drop your dub plate in a party or something, you was like Jesus. You understand? It's like, where you get that from? You know? Yeah, so, you know, all of that, like, had really piqued my interest into like, yeah, man, I gonna continue to do this because it's cool. You end up getting support from your friends and then your neighborhood and, you know. It wasn't even a girl thing for me, to be honest with you.
Facts.
You know, it wasn't, to be, at no point did because I know people who do that. At no point have I ever took an interest in music for women.
Right.
Or popularity or anything like that. You know what I mean? I had just like the vibe. The art form, the whole like making people feel good, and you could see people feeling good when you drop music. You know, that was my thing. And so that's something that I run with, you know, right through my career, even into producing now. You know?
So when you buy them turntables, you had no what you were doing. Like how you had any practice? Somebody
YouTube.
No,
YouTube.
There was none of that. All I could have go was off of the cassette, listen and try mimic. You know what I mean? So I used to listen to a lot of cassettes.
Yeah.
A lot of different DJs. And not just like the Jamaican DJs. I gotta bring it back home and I gotta shout them. I used to listen to DJ Papi Pops.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Every time he play. Whether it's on the radio or at some little party or recording, I used to listen. And I mentioned Daga before, same thing. You know what I mean? Heavyweight, which is DJ Pete and Dead Zone. So at one point, DJ Pete was heavyweight sounds.
Okay.
So he used to make some crazy I listen Westline. So that's what I'm saying. So I got influence from a lot of the greats, not just outside of the Virgin Islands, but from within the Virgin Islands as well.
Right.
Motivate me to be like, yo, this is something I want to get into.
So like you would hear their sounds or whatever. You would hear these man and their dub plates.
Yeah.
And you would just hear it. But like I can't come listen to an Avalanche mix and go buy turntables now and just be like, okay, let me listen. I could listen to it a million times. I probably ain't gonna figure it out.
But I mean, you know, after you hear it, remember I took my money, bought a little equipment in my mother's house.
Yes.
I would be in my room for hours practicing.
Yeah.
Practicing.
That's the part
Understand what I'm saying?
That's the part there. That's the
For
part.
hours. Plug in my little cassette to record and practice.
Yeah.
So even and the crucial them that been around, they gonna know. So like when I went in high school, my first set of songs, I call it Kool-Aid songs.
Okay.
So like real grass people who know me from way back when know me as Kool-Aid songs.
Might gotta bring that one back.
That was the first. I was like, I need a song name. I mean,
Yeah.
And the Kool-Aid is what you call
I still in school, you know what I mean? They call it Kool-Aid songs. You know what I'm saying? Everybody know what Kool-Aid is.
Our song with a name Sugar Water.
Every knows.
too expensive.
Yeah.
Me, Kool-Aid songs were hitting. Me like why hit in the schools.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I mean? But then when you get out of school, you can't.
You can't be the Kool-Aid no more.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It had a truth. No Kool-Aid. Not Kool-Aid. What is it? No, something sounds. No, never mind.
Yeah.
But okay, so that's what I was trying to reference. You can't just listen to this thing, drop a record and a turntable.
But this is in any field.
It takes dedication,
You have
it takes
to,
practice.
yeah.
It takes
I mean, for me,
effort.
and that story, that was just me trying to get into that field.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, I practiced. And I'll even tell you, like, so I mentioned neighborhood support.
Mm-hmm.
In the neighborhood I grew up in, right, at the time, which is in the east side of St. Croix, Mahogany, Welcome, we call it Welcome. Right? We had a clash because there was another DJ in the neighborhood. So the folks, all the guys them in the neighborhood, we need a clash. We get two DJs in it. We need a clash.
Yeah.
All right. I pull out my boxer records. He pull out his boxer record. We set up our turntable next to each other. You know what I mean? Sound clash going on in the neighborhood. Listen, I get beat. I get embarrassed. Like the man demolished me.
Yeah, you have to do it like that.
Like I went home with my vex, ready to cry, vex. I went home, the man boy, no, no,
It was that bad.
the man dismantled me and yo.
Wow.
I know, that was, like, you know, growing up in the islands and you do something bad, and your parents then give you a beating you never forget.
Yeah.
That was my beating I never forget. You understand?
A trauma.
Yeah.
Back in that moment right now.
Right? No, serious. Because it's bad. You set up, you come and you get beat and embarrassed.
You got break out of
You're embarrassed by the whole neighborhood, and then you still got to pack up and walk a shame.
The walk of shame.
You understand? Listen, I went through that, but it made me stronger, you know.
Yes.
But
You who are the DJ? You who are the DJ that beat you?
so he's no longer with us. Little Larry, rest in peace,
little Larry.
You know. But listen, man, I get licks. You understand? I have to go back home and go back to the drawing board.
But I humble you though.
Yeah,
I humble you.
quick, fast, and in
You
a
probably
hurry.
thought you didn't need to know as much as you needed to learn.
You know, it shows you that you could get interest in something.
Mm-hmm.
You could buy the equipment.
Mm-hmm.
You could try to be, and you still won't be.
Yeah.
Until you put in the work.
Yes.
Wow.
You know what I mean? So at that point in time, I didn't necessarily put in the work.
Yeah.
You know, I had the stuff to do it.
Yes.
But did I put in the work? No.
Facts.
And a man just proved to me.
Yes.
I didn't
You
put in the work.
Yeah.
Right.
You couldn't fake that funk.
And you couldn't fake it in front of the neighborhood.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
So when
There's a
back,
level of exposure.
yeah, no.
what I mean?
But it was a moment where I went back home and I could have quit.
Exactly.
I could have been, man,
This
I
ain't
ain't
for
good
me.
enough.
Yeah.
I ain't Nah, I went back home. We're like, nah, this ain't gonna ever happen to me again.
Man, he gonna beat me like this.
Ever again. So now I working twice as hard.
Yes.
I going twice as hard.
Yes,
You understand?
yes, yes.
To get my game up.
Yes.
That's
yes.
what I do.
Yes.
And that's before I even move rock.
Yeah. Happened in Cruise.
Yeah.
Yeah. All in the
Yeah,
thing.
all in the game.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Jesus.
We're gonna take a commercial break for Avalanche to recover from them licks.
That was
I'm
serious.
joking. I'm still feeling the licks.
No, man. And it's because, but honestly, what's crazy is people from the neighborhood that was there, especially, that remember the moment,
Yeah.
they see me now
Yeah.
and be like, bro, we proud of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they remember where it come from.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
The gated flowers.
Yeah,
Them,
no, serious.
moments very important, right? I know we laughing and joking, but
Yeah.
them moments are very important in your journey, man. Because it'll make, that's when they say something can make or break you.
Yeah.
That could have.
Yeah.
You choose to let it make you.
Yeah.
Because you went back home and do the work.
Yeah.
But it could have as easily broken you. Where you like, no, sir. Like, let
You
me
know
show-
what it is to have your whole name. These are people you see every day.
I'm telling you.
Clung you.
Yeah. That's right.
Come on, man.
And then you still got to see these man every day. after the
Every
licks.
day you see these people.
And they ain't gonna stop until you redeem yourself and
Yes.
go back, right?
Come on, man.
Talk about our redemption.
Come
When did
on,
that
man.
redemption
But
come?
you know what? My determination. I was never a type of person to quit
Yes.
Yeah.
in anything I do. And I'm always the type of person that no matter how long it take,
Yeah.
I might not get it in a year, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, but I gonna go back and get it.
Yeah.
That's the type of person I am.
Yeah.
So when I experience that, my mind don't click automatically. Like I said, this is not going to happen to me again.
Yeah.
I gonna work twice as hard. I gonna do whatever it takes.
Yeah.
And I always take that approach with anything. If I make, like now, fast forward now, I make a beat and it don't do well, I produce a song and it don't do well. Okay, cool. I could accept that something don't do well.
Right.
But that don't mean I quitting. I going back again.
Yeah.
Right.
And just so it teaches you that everything don't come overnight. A lot of people feel like things will come overnight. They don't come overnight.
Yeah, man.
You don't just win.
Yeah.
You gotta take a lot of L's before you see a win.
Yep. So a lot of L's in that process. What people see is your current situation. They will say, oh man, these man up, Avalanche up, man, Avalanche doing. I heard a story he just tell about the licks he pick up on. None of you were there to witness that.
Can't scam you with the success.
Yeah,
Got
man. You got to put in the work. You're in anything you do, in any field. If you're trying to be great, good. Not even just great. If you're trying to be good at this thing, just to be good, you got to put in the work.
Definitely.
You check.
100%.
You can't nowadays mediocrity has been accepted.
Nah.
You check?
Yeah.
I know that watering down a lot of the quality that we have when it comes to certain things.
Yeah.
So really and truly, man like you is the last of a dying breed, bro. Because now people ain't taking their craft as serious. You check?
Yeah.
It's a lot easier to do. We had a DJ on the set a while back. Shout out DJ Jasper, partner from Trinidad, right?
Yeah.
And I dabbled in DJ for 3 days, bro. I was on an army base. I was a contractor. And I had a partner that was DJing. He was from home.
Yeah.
So I already walking in, and I meet my partner that was in the army, Omar. Shout out Omar. And Omar was like, yeah, he's a DJ. He's a reggae night DJ. You know how to be DJ? And I'm like, yeah. Yeah, man, I pull up on you. So I pull up on the man, you know, the man shelling on the place in his way.
Yeah.
You know, we in the desert, we in the middle of the desert. So anything is amazing, you know?
Right.
So he doing his thing, and I'm like, man, at the end of the night, I'm like, bro, that was lit, man, that was lit. He said, yo, I leaving next weekend. So what do you mean? You going back home? Yeah. I said, so who gonna be the DJ?
Yeah.
He said, you? I said, boy, don't set me up like that. Me? Why you know about DJing?
Yeah.
I said, nah, my boy. He said, come by my room and I gonna teach you and I gonna da. The man had the small little turntables, the basic ones. I forget. I don't know the name. But anyways, he was showing me this thing, right? And this thing looked like Chinese. And I get such a respect for Caribbean DJs after that.
Yeah.
Because I learned firsthand how hard it is. Caribbean DJs, Caribbean culture, we have, especially in reggae, one beat, 15 songs.
Correct.
And the same beat.
Yeah.
So you putting that song, when you transition it from this song to that song, if it is not perfect, they are going to hear it because it's the same beat.
Yes.
You can't hide it with sound effects.
Right.
You can't cover it up. They're going to hear your imperfect transition.
Right.
And I was like, bro, how I to do that? You know? So last story short, he recorded 4 mixes for me. when he left.
Yeah.
So I could press play.
Yeah, and just let it go.
And let it go.
Yeah.
You know? But
You are fake spinning.
I was fake spinning up there, acting like I
you.
doing stuff, and you know what I mean? But after a while, like, I kind of got like the basics of it after practicing a little bit more, like what you said. But that's not for me.
Right.
I
Right.
want to enjoy the party, but I could appreciate, just from that small little experience I went through, I could appreciate DJs and the craft and the effort that I put into our craft, bro. Real talk, guys. Like I don't tell anybody, Caribbean DJs, it's the best DJs in the world.
I agree 100%.
And I'm not saying that because I bias. I saying that I get thrown into a fire and they want to get thrown into, and I was like, no, this fuck too hot.
No, I played, I played all over the world, and I could honestly say like Caribbean DJs are top tier, and you know we go above and beyond the norm.
Yes.
That's accepted in a lot of different places in the world. You know what I mean? As far as standards for DJs, because let's take VI for example. The VI is a melting pot of different cultures and communities.
Right.
A melting pot of people that like different things. I go on Tuesday, play to a party that's the people majority like pop music, you know. And then Wednesday, play to a party where that people want to hear dance straight.
Right.
Yeah.
Then Thursday, play to a party where people want to hear soca straight.
Yeah.
And you have to have this knowledge of these different genres, and not only the knowledge, but the ability to play them well to entertain these people, you know. So and that's a thing that not only in the VI, throughout the Caribbean, I realized that is a similarity that most islands have. You know, we don't just focus on one specific music.
Yes.
Whereas when you come to like a big city,
Yes.
you're gonna just have a hip hop man, and that's all he know.
That's all he know.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And then he gonna play Sean Paul and Kevin Little.
Yes.
And then he gonna
I
go back
used
to
to hate that.
But
When
they
they
still
first
doing
come
it.
America,
Still doing
yeah,
it.
they still doing it.
Still
Like,
a do it, bro.
and then they playing like the old
The
one,
old,
them
that's what I
twins,
mean.
like
The old one. That's what I said.
old
Kevin
one,
Little
like-
a whole long ago.
Yeah,
Turn
bro.
me out, turn me
Like, I don't
out.
like that.
Shout out Kevin Little.
Yeah.
But it's 2024, bro.
Exactly, you know.
You know? So
So after that last, right? What was the redemption? Like, what were the
So
after you take that beating, what was the moment
You
that
know-
like, yeah, I
So-
win one?
So I didn't clash the homie Lil Larry again, because remember he passed
Yeah.
you know, like a few years after. But then I also moved from the neighborhood. I went rock.
Yeah.
Because I went high school them time, and then at college I went rock.
Right.
You know, which was a whole new ball game, a whole new experience, a whole new beast. When I went rock, I would say to answer your question, the redemption was having my mixes play on the radio. Because that's, at that time, a stamp of approval.
yes.
Right.
Yes.
You is good
Yeah.
if your mix go get on a radio.
Yeah.
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 You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when I went rock, this is when CD started to come into play,
Right.
right? So CD was a brand, it sounds so funny saying this now, CD was brand new technology at the time. Ain't everybody had CD.
Yeah.
But I went to school for computer science. So I was learning about the technologies in school. And I was working Office Max. When I went rock, I one of my first jobs then was I worked in Kinney shoe store. That's how far back.
Jesus Christ.
And then after Kinney's, I worked in Office Max when it first opened. I was one of the first man them working in Office
And
Max.
Tom McCann.
You see how way back we going, right?
Yeah.
for the time you say
My
Tom
mother
McCann.
worked Office Max too, man. Like part time.
Shout out Office Man.
Yeah.
I talking about we opened the store.
Yeah.
I is one of the man them that when they were building the building that is still Office Max today, we were inside before the store opened, putting up the shelves,
Yeah. Yeah.
setting up the place.
Yeah.
So people who working in Office Max today,
Yeah.
some of them shelves 20 plus years ago, I is one of them and them putting up the shelves.
Wow.
You
Yeah.
understand? But
Yeah.
anyway, got a job in Office Max, and Office Max is an office supply store. At the time, what they were selling, brand new computer stuff, CDs. And everybody know what CD is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it's new technology at the time. But I go in school and I don't point two and two together. okay, Office Max selling 10, 15, 20 CDs for like $20 something. It was crazy price back then. But I go in school and I come put together a computer, get a border, like order a border, and I could put, I already done give to the game from school. I could put music on a CD. Because now remember in the mall it had what you had name FYE? Record Tongue, yes. Before they changed the name.
FYE, yeah.
And that's what people used to go to buy the CD, because CD what thing.
Yeah.
A lot of man you know how to make their own CD.
Yeah.
I know how to make my own CD. Working Office Max and school together. So and I was a DJ, so now
Yes, sir.
I put my mix them on the CD.
Yeah.
Common sense, nobody else ain't doing it. I beating the market.
Yeah.
You know, and in that I get one of my CD them to Tony T. Shout out to Tony T.
Yeah.
And Tony blast my CD on the radio. And 105. 105 what?
Yeah.
Big then.
Yeah,
This is
105
this is before Facebook.
Yeah.
Keep this in mind for everybody. So now to hear a man playing your mix and every 2 songs, Avalanche.
Yeah.
This he playing all that song them.
Yeah.
And you're hearing the name. Who is Avalanche?
Yeah.
So Tony give me the big up, you understand?
How you get a name Avalanche though? How you went from Kool-Aid to Avalanche?
Oh, from Kool-Aid to Avalanche. So when I moved to rock, right? So I ended up playing After Dark Sounds. Right? I joined them. Remember I was like learning the what?
That's Wendell, right?
Wendell. I went after that before Wendell. Because Wendell was a part of Westline.
Oh, okay. I didn't know.
Them time Wendell and Kalitos were on Westline. After that was a new song.
Okay.
So that's Sherwin, Cromwell, who's still there.
Yeah.
Me, it was a Jamaican dude named Keegan. It was a group of us, right, from the country.
That's crazy how sounds were like really multiple people at that
It was
time.
a crew. It was a
That's
crew.
wild, bro.
Yeah.
No, just one person.
You know, so at that time I was part of After Dark. And we played on a boat ride. All right, so we going down this road. We end up playing on a boat ride, right? And the boat ride was held by Levi Star Time.
Yeah.
You guys know Star Time, right?
Shout out Levi.
So he was from the same neighborhood I from. My grandmother in St. Thomas.
Okay.
In Friedenhoy.
Yeah.
So I live in Friedenhoy. When I moved, I went by my father, and then I ended up moving from my father to my grandma. My grandmother lived in Friedenhoy. So when I went there, this is now I'm meeting all these other Friedenhoy man. You understand?
Yeah.
So he now was doing parties home.
Yeah.
All right? The rest of them after that, man, don't know him.
Yeah.
But I get a plug.
Yeah.
So I said, so I went and asked, yo, man, I got a little, I part of a little song, man, like, give me a little blind, no?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Let me open all you want something.
Yeah.
But since I'm from the neighborhood, the man them give me a blind.
Yeah.
And we end up opening for quite a few parties in Insomnia. And, well, in this particular story, was a boat ride. Stone Love,
Yeah.
Boomshell, which was another song from the neighborhood, and us.
Yeah.
And the boat ride, the barge. When we say boat ride, it's barge.
Yeah,
For those who don't, we take it that far back.
Yeah.
When you hear about Jamban and the barge, we want the same barge,
Barge,
not the
yes,
Kantiki.
yeah.
No disrespect, but
Yeah.
the big boat.
The big
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
So we playing on this, and B, as a young dude, fresh in college, we after that, mash up the boat. Mash up the boat. And I never forget, after the party was over, the DJ for Stone Love, Rory for Stone Love, came to me and said, yo, you mash up the party like Avalanche.
Go.
Yes, sir.
And that's where the name came from.
Light bulb went down.
Yeah, but when they say you mash up the party like Avalanche.
Them Jamaican get speech.
Yeah. And from there it stick.
Yeah.
So from there the Avalanche thing stick. You know what I mean? So then like a year or two after I parted ways from After Dark and started my own thing. I wanted to do my own thing.
Right.
You know? And the name that made sense to me was Avalanche.
Yeah.
You know, I already had get a name from. It was like a anointment from the big dog.
Yeah.
Got me, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
So I just roll with that.
Dope.
Yeah.
Dope. So another thing I like, right? I think you get like one of the wickedest drops. Just that Avalanche.
Yeah.
Who give a little backstory
So
about who did that?
that particular drop, 'cause I have a few, but that particular drop, which is I guess would be the signature drop. That's even on the productions now. That is Richie Feelings from, ironically, the same Stone Love. He used to play Stone Love.
Yeah.
Right? He's a DJ selector. But he made a song a particular year. And this is when Jiggy was a thing. And his song was like, Call on the Rain. Call on the Rain. And he had, all them dancing, sounded Jamaican, right? So he had a song, and I had a brethren in Jamaica that used to go and link all the artists them for me. And I tell him, man, I want a song on dub. He said, wait, but that man ain't an artist. He a DJ. I could get him easy for you. Right? So I say, yeah, just get him to give me that song. So he gave him. It didn't even cost me nothing. You know what I'm saying? And they record it, send it to me. And the intro of the dub, he'd be like, so Avalanche. I said, no, that song hard. That song hard. Just the intro. Before the song even played. He said it with such enthusiasm. I got put that as a sound effect for me. And I just kept it ever since.
And today, that in your production.
In productions.
How much years ago that was?
And that knocking, and I don't have the exact date, but definitely knocking close to 20 years.
20 years plus. And to this day, that intro still a hit.
Right.
Like from 20 years ago. That's fire, bro. That's really fire, man. So you start DJing, you get a name Avalanche. From getting on the boat. You leave after dark. Started venturing out on your own. Right? But no, you had finished. Tell us about the CDs. You start burning the CD then. Right?
So I was on my own at that point in time when I was doing the CDs, right? And so my name I get heavy in the streets because Tony was a big DJ. I mean, he still is. Tony T. Big DJ in rock. And to get your thing played on the radio, you don't just come in and get your thing played. So I guess a point that I missed is the same CDs, right? This is part of the hustle that and believing in yourself that people should pick up from this story. I used to remember I work Office Max. Spend half of my paycheck on these CDs, burn them. And then I would go to the old mill or wherever the big party is. And sit outside and wait till the party done and everybody leaving to hand them CDs.
Get them out.
Just get them out.
Jesus Christ.
My whole money just going, so here, listen this, here, take a CD.
Well, nobody wasn't doing that back then. Like
I didn't even go in the party, and I just sitting and waiting for people to come out the party to get them CD. Because where they going? In the car.
And they're going to play right
And
now.
where they going to put it in? The deck.
See what's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I used to do that for like all the big party them. And Old Mill was like a big thing every week. So I would make sure I have a little batch, 3-4 o'clock in the morning, wait for them to come out. Bap, 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 bap.
That's so impressive, right? Go ahead, finish.
So I do that. I end up handing one of my CD them to a big set man. I had to call him Alonzo. But in VI, back then, he used to line with Friday and Jamban and all them, and everybody had known him as Sexy. He was a big set man.
He was a big set man. Biggest set man at the time.
Playing my mix, driving up and down the island. So anytime that car passes, a walking advertisement. Avalanche, the same drop. Avalanche. So now my name is bubbling in the island. You understand? So I have the strategy of giving people after a big party. You know, jam bang, get a big jam, no problem. I listen calypso all night, come here, listen to reggae. When you're walking on the party. And then they get a set man bubbling my thing too. Come now, man. So my name started to circulate on the island. Nobody really know who, unless you know me. You don't really know who I is. But you're hearing the mixes. So now, eventually when I mix them, get to Tony T blast it on the radio because it's what bubbling on the island. You see what I'm saying? And that is what spiral out. So much more, like me getting into radio and, you know, me getting out there to playing events and thing. You know, because now you got promoters wanting to know who this Avalanche is.
You know?
You know?
Bro, I is a business coach.
Yeah.
Right.
Amongst a bunch of other stuff, right? And what you just say was so prevalent and really strike, because back then, our community, we come from a scarcity. We have a scarcity mindset.
Yeah.
We feel like we're going to lose if we give.
Right.
You check? So most people would have think the value was to maybe give the DJ or CD or give the promoter your CD.
Right.
You had the wherewithal back then to know, no, I need to give to the people.
Yeah.
The people is who need to get
Direct
it.
to the consumer.
Direct
Yep.
to consumer.
I swear. It had a point I used to go jam, not to go jam.
How old you was then?
I had to be in my
Average.
early 20s.
Bro, that's
Early 20s.
Genius, man.
Early
That's
20s.
genius. That's genius. So like, that's what impressed me, bro. Honestly, hearing. I thought you were going to tell me you were going in there to give the promoter or give it, you know? My boy say you give it to the people. And that's the part that a lot of us don't miss when we on our journey. We think money
Yeah.
as opposed to the exposure, as opposed to the people knowing who we are and the product. Because guess what? I put so much energy and effort into this product, I know you're going to love it. You can't say no.
Yeah.
You're going to buy it at some point. You're going to listen to it. You're going to love it. And then once you love it, I got you.
You know, one of the best advice I was ever given in this whole journey of music, around the same time, I had a book for a party in Insomnia with a Jamaican DJ, Adonai. Shout out Dread. Dread does roll with pressure, by the way.
Yeah.
Right? That's how far all of we go. We pressure Dread, all of we go that far back.
Right.
But Dread had given me the best advice I ever received. He said, whatever your goal is, whatever it is you're trying to achieve, first thing, you got to believe in yourself. So you mentioned the product. The product is a reflection of you. So you got to believe in yourself and believe in your product, right? Because if you don't believe in it, you, the next man, the other person, how they going to believe in it?
Facts.
Yeah.
How you going to sell it to them other people if
you don't believe
in it?
Yeah.
Right.
From after that conversation, nobody couldn't tell me I were the baddest DJ in VI.
Yeah.
Right.
Whether it was true or not,
yes.
nobody
That's how you
couldn't
felt.
tell me I
Facts.
were the baddest DJ in VI.
Facts.
Me care what experience, even the man that might look up to the daggers, I better than them.
Yes.
That was the mindset.
And you had to feel that way.
Yeah.
You had to feel that way to because that thought and that thought process and that mindset gonna fuel you to say, I don't care. I would spend my money to give this away. Because I know it's so good, because I know it's the best.
Yeah, working a job, barely paying any money. You understand what I'm telling you?
The sacrifice.
I spend half of my money for CD,
Yeah.
a technology that still wasn't even fully proven yet.
Yes.
Had a little jelly eye.
Yes.
For
I
your
ain't even talk about-
scratching, walking good.
Yes.
I ain't talking about the energy and time you put into burning them seeds.
And then back then, no, it taking time to burn them. You're right.
Oh, God.
Yes.
I see you don't burn in 5 minutes. You know that thing was taking what?
Yeah.
So
Crazy.
by the time I burn a batch for a whole week, and I go out to the jam, I now sit down and wait for it to come out.
Yeah.
Back.
Yep.
And it's me. I ain't even sending nobody
But
to do it.
you.
Me doing it.
Yeah.
Definition of grassroots.
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Definition of grassroots, man. 'Cause
So that was like really the starting point that took me to a whole different level within the community. You know, like I am somebody.
yeah.
Right.
You know?
Definitely. So like you said, Tony T, boss it.
Yeah, he boss it on the radio. Shout out
That
Big
changed things.
T.
Tony T, man. Tony T is a legend, bro.
Yeah.
Because like one thing Tony would do, like if you were a group, like I would be listening to the radio and I'll hear Tony T playing a Jay-Z song.
Yeah.
And then play a local artist right after.
Yeah, for sure.
You know,
man.
and Tony were really he did that a lot, man. He did that a lot. So shout out Tony T. But after that now happened, he said he started getting a bunch of cars.
Promoters, it become my thing bubbling on the island, man. Makes
Yeah.
them bubbling.
Yeah.
So promoters calling me. So now this keep this in mind. This is at a time now I bubbling in the island, But outside of the island, this is at a time now when Black Chinese now starts to get hot. So they were like the hot thing outside the island. I mean, in the island too. You know, this, again, CD game. Their CDs got it placed one way.
Yeah.
So I never forget a promoter called me to play with Black China. It was their first time in VI, period. You know what I mean? And this was at Lescargo. And I ended up going there. I went on the show and turned it up short and sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because they no, remember now, I had in the island with my mixes and thing, but they done established. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They coming in as a headliner. So and again, my mindset is nobody better than me. They care who you name.
Yeah.
So I gotta go on with a lot, even if it's in a little bit of time. I went on and shell that party quick and fast. No, it would. Don't get me wrong. They do the thing. You know?
Yeah.
They came and defend as they were supposed to do as Black Chinese.
Yeah.
But when you lead a party, you weren't just saying Black Chinese. You were saying Black Chinese and Avalanche. Avalanche went down with a lot. Black Chinese jump. Like you know, that was the mindset. That I don't care where you're from, you ain't gonna show me up.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
Like I just as bad, if not better than you. So don't come and go out with nothing. That was their mindset.
Yeah.
You know, and honestly, I carry that right up to this day.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
Because again, if you don't believe in yourself, who gonna believe in you?
Yeah. Some people would say, people that don't have the wherewithal to know better would say, Avi is arrogant.
So no, and the thing about that again, you're gonna be timid or you're gonna be confident.
Exactly.
Right.
What you gonna do?
Exactly.
Because when you're timid, and this isn't anything, you're not really gonna get nowhere.
Yeah.
People don't pay attention to the timid guy.
Facts. No one remembers the timid.
No one remembers the guy that, when it comes down to crunch time, no one remember basketball. Nobody pays attention to the guy that ain't scoring.
Yeah.
He might have the most pass and assists. Nobody pays attention to the guy with the most assists.
Yeah.
They pay attention to the scorer.
Yeah.
Who point ball in basket?
You see what I'm saying?
Facts.
Yeah.
And it's the same concept.
Yeah.
So I could be like, I'm timid. I'm Mr. Cool.
Yeah.
But what's my goal? What are you trying to achieve?
Exactly.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, if you want to formulate your opinion, that's your opinion. I can't do nothing about your opinion.
Yeah.
I have my own mission, which is to live up to my personal expectation.
Yes.
Is that right?
Yeah, man.
So like, I mean, again, anybody that have a conversation with me will be like, nah, man, I be cool.
Yeah.
If you never had a conversation with me, you ain't gonna know.
Right.
You understand? Go out here to go out with a lot.
Yeah.
But I have to go out with a lot.
Exactly.
Because if I don't believe in myself, you gonna believe in me.
Exactly. Facts.
Yeah.
Facts.
Non-confident people mistake confidence for arrogance.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Other confident people will see it and be like,
Yeah.
You know what I
And
mean?
recognize it.
Well, even if you're in a different fit, it's like, oh, no, I got to step my game up.
Yeah,
man,
yeah,
because,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
Exactly.
Look what he
what
just
it
do.
is, He really, like, he on it, man.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, why you doing over here?
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
And that's how I feel like sometimes when I see another DJ or even a producer, somebody might feel doing things that I may not have done. I be like, what? Nah, man, I gotta step my game up. Man.
Yeah.
I don't feel like this man is something, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nah. He doing what he gotta do to be him.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, he's selling him.
Yeah.
So I'm like, nah, I gotta step my game up, man.
Yeah.
I gotta get in the game, man. Get in the game.
Facts.
You feel me?
Facts.
Yeah.
And that's real. Because, like you say, Tyran said on here and say, and the same chair, he said, show me somebody that don't like me, and I'm gonna show you somebody that don't know me.
That same thing.
Yeah, check.
Same concept.
And it's true, because how you're gonna look at somebody you don't know them, and that's another reason we do this podcast too, to humanize our guests. Because if all you seen is Avalanche and his stage saying none are better than me, you're gonna feel like Avalanche is the most cockiest, arrogant, but Avalanche is a performer.
Correct.
And in his field and in his art form, he has to feel a way to be the best in that art form. but I don't translate over to Gregory Hadge.
No,
you see
no,
what I'm saying? Meaning, like, not saying that Gregory Hadge ain't confident. Gregory Hadge just as confident, if not more so, because Gregory Hadge is the mastermind behind this whole
Avalanche,
thing. You check, but at the same time, you can't just look at somebody at their job and feel like, oh, that person is this or that person is that.
Not only that, but when you're in a role of...
Sorry for putting your government on it.
No, it's all good, man. It's all good.
I mean, I'll be the pay taxes. You're not looking for it.
Exactly. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I find my thing with the government. Come on. But, you know, when you're in a role of public speaking, you know what I mean? When you're in the public eye, you have to be able to present yourself in a way that would make people listen.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The timid guy. Who listens to the timid guy?
Nobody listens to him. Facts.
You have to be bold.
Yes.
In a sense.
Yes.
You know? People listen. That translates as, this guy have something to say. Let me hear what he's saying.
hear what he's saying.
Yeah.
Facts. You got to get them to stop what they're doing.
Yeah.
And listen.
If
you hear fidgeting and hey,
exactly.
I have a CD. You mind listening to my CD?
Please, can you listen to my...
Please. I got to take it and fling it like a frisbee. And it could be the
This
baddest thing,
the baddest thing you ever hear, my boy.
All right.
Take 5 minutes and just listen.
Exactly.
Track number 12 is my favorite. No, you're going to take it. Give it a chance.
Give it a chance.
Yeah.
You check? Because no, you said it confidently.
Yes.
It's like a handshake. When somebody shake your hand and there's a little softy handshake, you know what I mean? You're looking at that person like, what kind of man are you?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When somebody shake your hand with a firm handshake, now it's like, okay. You know what I mean? This man's serious. You check? Like sometime, I had a fall victim to that. We found the Caribbean with a daps man, you check?
Yeah.
So I come up here and I meet somebody, I be thinking about all type of different things and I be like, hey, I'm Kaya. And the man would squeeze the fuck out my hand.
Yeah.
So I like, wow, catch me slipping. Slipping.
But he's checking to see the type of guy you are.
Yeah. So now I feel I gotta do extra now to change this person mindset of how he feel about me. Cause he probably sizing me up like, oh, you ain't nothing.
Exactly what's happening.
I just squeeze your hand. So I looking for any type of reason to shake back this man hand now. You know? And I give him a strongest handshake because you ain't gonna out shake me pass. You know what I mean? But yeah, bro, you cannot confuse confidence for arrogance.
Correct.
Real talk.
Correct.
So, how I know Avi is wartime Avi, clash Avi, dancehall Avi.
Yeah.
That's what I know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And not even that too, you know, like, Avi really, I credit Avi for really putting me on the map social media wise.
Oh, the social.
You know what I mean? Because
is that right? Yeah. I'm surprised you even mentioned that. But you know that in itself is just something that
If you ain't know what we talking about.
Wait.
Go ahead.
They were there, you know.
Like
when it happened, and they had a little run on, like, you know, social media, like 2-3 days.
Yeah.
And Avi moved so fast and take that fuck up my fuck and turn it into a song. Right? That I don't do this right there.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
For our listeners as last, right? Redman was on Facebook Live one day and he was driving and he had his food set up on the dashboard. And he was going live and he was making noise about some shit.
Yeah.
Right? And it just so happened he was cussing and making a bunch of noise. And the vehicle in front of him, or a vehicle tire fly off.
Right.
And come spinning and hit his car.
Right.
Luckily and thankfully, thank God, he was all right.
Yeah. You know what's so crazy? And he make the animation to go with it. So like he didn't just DJ the thing, you know, and like make a song out of the song, right? You know,
He a visual too.
He a visual with it too. I was like, I like, what? Are we bored, man? Like,
Yeah,
he had a lot of time on the hand, man.
Yeah.
What was pre-COVID?
Yeah,
That was before COVID.
They were
That was
pre-COVID.
before
Oh, Maria time, wasn't it?
before
Yeah,
COVID.
wrong them
I
time.
say, yo.
Yo.
But you know,
That give me my, you know, like,
well, it went viral.
it went viral.
It went viral.
That went viral.
Oh, man.
And that was
But you know, at the time, right? So this is a time.
I didn't mean no soca, Avina.
Yeah, that before soca. That
I
before.
only know what time Avi. Dance hall Avi.
look
You
at
know
this
what
one. This more that's good.
Hey, fuck up my fuck.
Oh man, no, it's not clicking. But you see, but no, I made that because, well, it was kicks obviously, but I also know that social media is the new tool.
Yes.
It's
Right.
what everybody tune into,
Right.
you know.
Yes.
And you have to always be. And we were talking about it in the car. You have to be ahead
Yes.
of things. You know
Yes.
what I'm saying? If you want to be successful, you have
Facts.
to be forward thinking.
Yes.
So when I saw the video and I saw what happened, obviously it was funny, but I was like, it'd be so cool if I could like put it in a track and you know what I mean? So I did that. And it was really for kicks, but and I wasn't really intending it to go viral or nothing. You know what I mean? It was just like
we're done, you say.
We're done.
but
Like in 5 seconds as it drop. That's when,
Let's go. Turn up.
yeah. Red
Oh
man,
my
household name now.
but you know, it proved that, you know, utilizing these tools could
Yeah.
be beneficial for everyone involved.
Yes.
I mean, you as a person that went through it,
Right.
everybody knew who you were.
was,
Whether you
right.
didn't, like, who they didn't know? No.
No.
Just by watching the video.
Yeah.
You
Right.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then with me, of course, I tag my name on it and everything.
Yeah.
So people like, wait, have you done make beats?
Yeah.
So who don't know how to make beat? No,
They
know how
don't
to
know.
make beat.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, so it was beneficial both ways.
Yeah.
You know, and that was before like my hits then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Only that, like,
Yeah.
I think that was like part of your introduction,
Yeah.
really and truly.
Yeah.
Like honestly, 'cause I didn't and that's what made it even more special, funny. I don't know, because like we weren't expecting a
Right,
Harvey, you
right.
check? So they just hit us out at no place, and like he said, it had died on. So we were like, you know, getting over the laugh. And then
Well, so
Avalanche come with
that
it.
him making me go viral is what make me want like, you're not gonna take advantage of this.
Yeah.
Like, no other people know me, no
Yeah.
other people
I get
locked
the
in with me.
attention.
I get the
Let
attention.
me tell them something.
I going do more. I gonna go live more. I gonna talk more. I going turn it into a business. I gonna
Right.
start RLD. You know what I mean? And like really like, I mean, I had RLD before, but really like take it serious and like, you know what I mean? So I could have like get my feelings and like, oh God, and this is effed up. But I was like, man, it's a jovial moment.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? It was fun.
Yeah,
You know
it
what I
was
mean?
fun.
So I just capitalized on it. So I credit you for that, for even being so innovative and giving me a lane.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because that's what you do. You practically allow me to be on a map.
Yeah.
Sort of say, you know what I mean? And who knows? And look up I is now.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So
Major podcast.
Oh.
Yo, I feel like it's up for you guys right now.
I
It's
yeah,
up.
man, I appreciate it, man.
Appreciate that,
You know what I
man.
mean?
That's the intent, man. That's the intent. Like, you know, we didn't just wake up and do this,
Right.
brother. Like you said, take hard work, a lot of feeling, bro.
I remember when you first called me about the idea.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if people know, but I was one of the first guys Kyle called
Facts.
about the whole idea for
Facts.
the podcast.
Facts.
You know, for some insight and advice. And I was
Facts.
like, yo, bro, do a podcast.
Facts. And I'm going to give you some backstory. First of all, so Avalanche used to do radio, and we're going to get into it, right?
Right.
And I know we had something that we had done record our episodes and stuff.
Man.
But I was trying to figure out if we should do radio,
Yeah.
or we should do the podcast, or maybe we should do both. And you know, all in my mind, I was working. He'd
Yeah.
tell you, like 3 o'clock in the morning, he get a voice note from me, a 5-minute voice note with me rambling.
right.
You check. So I was like, yo, who mind I could pick that would be receptive to me asking the questions, that wouldn't feel threatened, like I am a threat. Who's in the industry that has this knowledge that I could reach out to and ask a question, because it's flustering in my mind.
Yeah.
But certain people, if you ask them, they're gonna start to might put a target on you and be like, oh, I gotta watch him because he coming for my spot.
Yeah.
So let me give it. Either they might give you tainted advice or not so good advice. You know, and as a novice, so I don't know any better. You check. So that's something. If I take their advice, I would have to fail in that way to realize that wasn't good advice.
Right.
So who could I talk to that would give to me real, that wouldn't put me in a position to fail, but give to me like, yo, this was my experience and this is what I think you should do. And I say, you know what? Let me call Abby. Me and Abby probably never even been on a call prior to that. No. Outside, like, yo, maybe I booking you for an event I was doing or something like that. We ain't really had no keep a long talk. It was always love. But me and Abby talked for like 2 hours.
Yeah, it was a good conversation.
A really good conversation. And I was like, the man, I really want to thank you. And I tell it to you, and I'm going to tell it to you on the podcast. Like, I really want to thank you for just giving me that insight. Abby save a lot of radio station.
So that's twice he injected energy into both of us at different points in time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then too, right, during COVID, he kind of like mastered online DJing.
Oh, yeah.
That was like our entertainment.
Yeah, bro.
Like looking forward to Avi, you know what I mean? So like, bro, you do a lot, man. Like, like what you is now is so well deserved because a lot of people only see the work when it had social media. And like a youth man like me from in the ghetto, I know you playing, I can't go. But the man coming back in and like, we just mash up that dance. So you know it. So I know from then to then when you get on screen, you know what I mean? And it's like
consistent, never stop,
mean,
bro.
You would think that somebody gave him a break, but he made the break.
Yeah.
You know what I
so,
mean? So
like I said, you know, we had that conversation about whether we should do podcast and radio or just radio alone and da-da-da. And Adi give me some really good advice, you know, and like I said, he saved a lot of radio station out there from Caribbean Currency Radio. But hey, never know. You never know. But nonetheless, I want to transition back to when you actually made the decision from when the opportunity presented itself for you to get into radio. Talk a little bit about that.
Getting into radio. So, you know, I pick up from when Tony was blasting my thing and I got buzz in the island. So radio was the goal at that time.
Yeah.
And I want to stress on this point that throughout my career, I always made a goal. You know, so at one point, a goal was to be a traveling DJ. And another point was to be on radio. Another point was to be a producer. You know, these things just didn't happen. These are things that were premeditated and planned.
Yeah.
You know, did I know how I was going to go about doing it? No. Yeah. But I know that's what I wanted to do.
Exactly.
So you had the dream, you had the goal.
Yeah.
And then once you have that established and you believe in yourself, then you go in that direction and find out how to get there.
Definitely.
So radio now, I had Jojo. So Jojo was doing a morning show after Robert Luke left.
Okay.
Right? Shout out to Jojo. And she was looking for DJs to do a little mix segment. This is how it first started. So I follow up on an opportunity. You know, she put it out there. Follow up on an opportunity. So I was like one of the DJs. It was several DJs, but I was able to come in and do a mix like once or twice a week. But that's how I get my foot in the door. You know, and it was her show.
right.
But she had a little segment where DJ come and do a mix. That was me. I came in and I did the mix. And I did that for a period of time. And then there was an opening for a slot on Saturdays. But you had to pay for it. It wasn't like they were paying you or anything. You had to pay for it. So I took advantage of that. Went and got a slot.
Invested in yourself again.
Invested in myself again, right? I never knew nothing about radio. Like, I've been next to Jojo, but that's probably the most.
Yeah.
Right.
But now you is the captain of the ship. It's a whole different ball game than coming in and just running through and going.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You got to know the board, run commercial at certain time, do a whole program. Like, it's a lot.
Yeah.
Right? But anyway, I do that and learned initially the basics, the fundamentals at that point in time. But it was something I had to pay for.
Right.
Right. And although I was bubbling, I being the party guy and being the guy to sell ads is two different guys.
Right.
You know, so I didn't learn about the selling ads and, you know, but that was necessary to keep your program on.
Right.
You know, so I had to run into a problem eventually with my program because I couldn't get the ads to pay for the show. So eventually I get pulled into the office and shout out to James O'Brien. He was like, listen here, we got option here. You can either work for us or you can pay this bill. Right? I couldn't pay the bill. You understand? So I had to opt for working for them to pay half the bill.
Right.
So I end
Like
up
washing dishes in a restaurant.
yeah,
where you can't decline.
basically a situation like that.
Yeah.
So I end up working for them to pay half a bill that I had run up because I couldn't get the advertisements at the time. This is what I first started.
What's that? Yeah.
This is me learning the ropes of radio. Understand? All right, so that happened. During this time, there was a transition. Papi Pops ended up doing the morning show. Jojo had leave or switch, I don't know what happened, but Papi Pops ended up doing the morning show. And I washing dishes and paying my bill, you know what I mean, for every week.
Yeah.
I in the background, Papi Pops is the big DJ, you know what I mean? But, rightfully. Something happened where he couldn't make it to do his morning show. Right? And like nobody could have find him, man. Like he was going through something. I don't know what it was. All I know is at work, the man wasn't coming to work. Right. Right, for whatever reason. I don't know what the reason was. But he wasn't there. Maybe he had a personal situation. I don't know. So now the boss comes to me and like, yo, we need somebody for the morning. You want it? Me?
Yeah.
You.
The man that washing dishes?
You got
Me? You pay? Yeah, let me go.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because I tired of paying, I washing this and paying this bill. No, you gonna pay me? Yeah, let's go. You know what I mean? So I end up doing it. And it was a slow start, but it took off. When I say took off, because it was a situation where I had to learn morning. Different time slots is different, different energy. You use the first person back then that people are hearing as they get up, use the motivation for the day, and I'm a DJ at heart, so I try and incorporate the DJ aspect, but then you gotta give people news, you gotta tell them what's happening, you got, it's a whole lot going on.
I sit down with Delhi when you were doing it, and I was like, no.
No, it's a whole lot, and then you have to have a personality on top of all of that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, and I never forget, like one of the things that set it off is when I started to introduce this concept of Mr. Molongo. So Mr. Molongo was the rooster or the fowl that wakes you up in the morning.
Yeah.
But he hanging with me in the studio.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But he don't go out with a lot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like Mr. Molongo will hear something in the news like Wappa. This is just random.
Right.
You know what I mean? This is not for real, but it might be for real.
Right.
Now Wappa.
You say Wappa.
Wappa put you on
Look at these
rotation,
lights.
you know what I'm saying? And Mr. Molongo in the corner, hey, you hear Wappa say we got rotation for the next week? And Mr. Molongo go, man, stop cussing bad word in the studio. But he, so in everybody's mind is the rooster cussing bad word for Wappa, but you know what I mean? Different. So now people now gaining tune to this. It becomes a thing, you know what I'm saying? Till the band them shut up who session make a song over Mr. Molongo. Like it became a thing.
Dope.
So now my morning show official now at this point. You know what I mean? We going, you know what I mean? And then I have my little walk-up session, have my little Quelby session, so everybody, I used to try and make sure that everybody's touched, you know what I mean? The older folks with the Quelby, the younger folks with the walk-up, you know what I mean? Like everything, you know what I mean?
Dope.
And it was a good thing running for quite a few years, and from there now, everybody know me as the radio guy now.
Yeah.
It transcends from the DJ that hot in the street to the radio man now. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I kind of embraced it. And it was a new experience for me, a new skill that I learned. And I shout out and big up everybody that was a part of it. You know what I mean? That, you know, from the Tony T to Jojo to Papi Pops, so everybody that helped me, that cultivate me into that broadcasting. And from there, I did that for about 10 years.
10 years straight.
Yeah.
Hey. I know it was long, but hearing
It's about 10 years I do that. Yeah.
You're right. You're right about 10 years. You're right. So
On the radio?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
So what
That's a run.
I literally stopped after the hurricane.
after the hurricane?
I used the hurricane to me was like
A reset?
yeah. It's like, okay, Avi, it's time to do something different. Not that it was just like to me, like my whole perspective on life changed after the hurricane. You know what I mean?
Elaborate on that a little bit. Like what?
Like, you know what it is? Like, I've been through many hurricanes. Like, Irma Maria wasn't my first hurricane. You know, Hugo, my first hurricane in St. Croix.
Yeah.
Right.
I know what devastation look like.
Yeah.
I know what it is to come back from nothing.
Yeah.
So I'm saying, well, when for me, my experience in Hugo is months without power.
Yeah.
Wow.
Bucket water.
Yeah.
Not even bucket water, having to go to the bubbler for water.
Yeah.
You know, like when I say go to the, you know what it is to go to the bubbler for water? You understand what I mean by that?
Yeah.
You have to drive to a specific location or walk or get to a specific location. Stand in a line
To get a water buffalo.
to get the
yeah.
water from the bubbler
Yeah.
to bring home
Yeah.
to use.
Yeah.
That was my Hugo experience. So anyway, and I was about 10 around that time with my mom. Anyway, and my sister, because she gonna cuss if I don't shout out. Shout out to my sister. But so what I'm saying is I have experienced, struggle and hurricanes and that type of thing before. So when I went through it with Oma was really the one that, cause I went rock for Oma. And that's the one that really shake up rock.
Yeah. Maria Mashup Cruise for Oma.
Yes.
Mashup sometimes.
So after surviving Oma, I was like, this can't be it. You know what I mean? Like I felt like there was more for me to do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And as weird as it sounded, because I sat up the whole night in my place by myself. I do my little prayers because Oma was no joke.
Yeah.
Right.
For y'all who were not in St. Thomas, Oma was no joke.
Yeah.
As I literally stayed in my little corner in the hallway.
Yeah.
And my little chair, smaller than this, with a little candle next to me and a little radio, trying to see if anything would have come through the radio. And I just saying, Father, get me through this one.
Right.
Father, get me through this
that
one.
bad.
It was that bad. No, seriously. Get me
bad.
through that one. And so I had a whole night of reflection. And what happened is, by the time the following day came and you went outside, and the place was a mess. It was destruction everywhere. And I said, nah, man, I got to do something different, man. I feel like I didn't fulfill my purpose. Like, radio wasn't it.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like, I feel like there was more to do.
Yeah. I didn't know what I was.
I didn't know what it
But
was.
you just felt it in
Yeah.
your soul. You felt that shift. You felt that transition.
So
That reset.
at the time, the radio station had got mashed up bad. And the manager at the time has said, like, yo, well, we don't know what's going to happen. Like, the station is in shambles right now, blah, blah, blah. I said, like, okay, cool, no problem. All I translated that as,
That sign.
that is it. You know what I mean? That is it.
Yeah.
So we going to move forward. Me, as an Avalanche, Gregory Hodge, we going to move forward and, find what the calling is.
Yes.
You know? And that's when I lay the whole radio and the broadcasting and the media thing to rest, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
So Oma come, you were transitioning within your spirit.
Yeah.
Didn't know why it was gonna be.
We
Right.
didn't know you were transitioning. 'Cause you were just mashing up social media with them.
Yeah,
lives.
I have to stay, I have to keep my
Stay
name
active.
out there,
Yeah,
you know what
yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah, stay active.
Because, there's the concept, especially in today's world, out of sight, out of mind.
Yeah.
So you have to
Stay relevant.
not even be relevant, be visual.
You're right.
You know?
You gotta stay active.
Yeah.
So after that shift from radio, and you try and figure out the next thing.
Yeah.
Talk a little bit
So
about
remember now, we still had a crisis in the island. It
Yeah.
wasn't like I could just
bust
move.
off and do something.
Right.
Yeah.
you know what I'm
You still
saying?
have a crisis, but yeah. Understand?
You know,
Okay, he started.
but I ended up getting on a Mercy cruise, you know. Thanks to my girlfriend at the time, you know. 'Cause, again, it was a crisis.
She ain't gonna cost if you don't shout out though.
I don't ever want to go down. She know who she is. But
He's so messy.
what? Nah, I you know, I ain't gonna do that.
Shout out to you. You know who
Yeah, she private, but she know who she is.
Yeah.
But she ended up putting my name on the Mercy Cruise along with her, and she got the car, not me. 'Cause I didn't do it. She got the car.
For those that don't know, that there was after the hurricane.
Yeah.
Two big, however much
The cruise
ships came.
We're giving people opportunity to go to the US.
go to the States
Yeah.
for free, right? They
Right.
had to pay.
Yeah.
Just get on the
she
Mercy
was-
ship.
Yes. So she had got a car and she was like, yo, they said we could go. What you gonna do? Ain't got no water, ain't got no light,
Ain't gonna walk.
mosquito biting, and food supply low. That wasn't a hard decision at that point in time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
I was jealous of you too, you know, because I never been on a cruise. And I was like, these people
That
get
was
to
my
go on a
first
cruise
cruise.
for free.
Was that?
Look at that.
that was my first cruise.
Wow.
That was my first cruise.
Now I gotta pay for mine.
That before Uber. That was my first cruise. So we went, and when we got to the mainland, you know, she went to her people's, but I was like, okay, well, I head now in the mainland, but
What's
gonna
next?
do?
Yeah.
Right.
so it was close to Miami Carnival, so I was able to get some work done Miami Carnival. I did some work there. Then I came here Atlanta, and I mean, chill for a little bit, and then Uber. The opportunity of Uber Soca came. It was the same year.
That's him, yeah. Wow. How you get a car? Like
So I've had a agent that worked for me to do bookings, right? At Trini, top notch, and I don't even know how I get the car. To be honest with you,
Yeah.
but I know he said like, "Yo, Uber wants you to be on a ship. You interested?" At that point, me really get much going on, and I just come from a crisis. So like,
Right.
you
got
telling
time
me
to
I
go
could be
on
on a
another
ship
ship?
again, eat for free, they ain't gonna spend nothing, and they gonna pay me?
Yeah.
Say less, bro.
There we go.
Sign me up, bro.
Go
You know, so that ended up happening.
that was the first one that they did, or
That was the first one I was a part of.
okay, but they had one. They had some.
They had
before.
one the year before. Their
Okay.
their launch was the year before. I was
Okay.
on the second go round.
Gotcha.
That's when they picked me up.
Okay.
And so yeah, we jump on the ship. You know? So I look at it as a free ride, you know what I mean? Boom, bam, bam. And I never forget, like I went on the ship and so you're next to all of the artists and all of the quote unquote big soca DJs, international DJs or whatever.
I had the shit. Quote unquote.
I mean, and when so I'm not at that point in time, my name ain't synonymous with everybody.
Yeah.
That on the ship as entertainment.
Right.
You know, so I get in the underdog bookings.
Yeah.
So to speak. You know what I mean? They put me in the little room and you know, you opening hair and you know when people just waking up out of bed, whatever.
Yeah.
But I never forget, I went to one party and one DJ tell me something out of the way. And like, bro, why you coming with me with that energy? You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
all are we supposed to be good?
Yeah.
Why you moving with that kind of energy?
Yeah.
I said, all right, so you say less. So now in my mind, now I got something to prove.
Yeah.
Cause remember, ain't nobody better than me.
Yeah.
So if you bring that energy to me,
Yeah.
I gonna prove you different,
exactly.
right? So all I need at this point is an opportunity.
Opportunity.
That's all I need. We on a ship. I don't have I don't have the main stage and them kind of things.
Yeah.
But I just waiting for the opportunity. Give me when the opportunity coming on. Because of what you say.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You remember what you said?
I ain't want to get into that. You know what I mean? But I'll say this. It was along the lines of like, you don't know what you're doing. You know what I mean? Like, what you doing? You don't know what you're doing. You don't belong here.
Oh, wow.
It was on some you don't belong here kind of vibe.
You don't belong at this table, this big boy table with us.
Yeah.
When I heard that, so my mindset switched from this a free life.
Let me enjoy this, then let me get to walk.
Yes, correct. Yeah. I said, no, man, the man want to smoke. Because you don't know me and you coming to me with that kind of energy.
Yeah.
I gonna give you a lesson on who I is. That was my mindset at that point in time. But I needed an opportunity because all of the bookings I had on the ship at the time were like in a little kind of heavy, small room, like nothing for the main stage for the audience to see.
Right.
Until there was a party where actually it was the first year or the second year, I can't remember. But I could tell you where the shift happened. There was a party that was supposed to be on the main stage on the top of the ship, but the ship ran into weather. It was storming, so nobody wanted to go upstairs. It was an alternate party where I supposed to play at down in the little car. So everybody gone now. In the car, because upstairs is thunderstorm, lightning, hurricane type weather, you understand? Now everybody pack up in the little car. And I wasn't even at the party. I don't expecting like, man, ain't nobody coming here. The guy that do the booking for me, texting me, calling me, yo, I need your hand. No. Get hand. No. No. He get up on the bed, I look at it, I say, what? I say, how you looking? He said, come no. Pack up my stuff. It got me because he don't message me like that. Pack up my stuff and I gone. When I walk in the room and I see the place tight, ram, back. I say, and I play.
It's a wrap.
It's a wrap. It's a wrap. And then make it worse. When I see the VI flag them and thing, I say, this is my court.
Yes,
you understand what I said? You know the VI crew on the ship and they get the flag. I say, this is my court. No. So all of that I went down with no.
I understand ourselves, no.
Yes. Whew. Went down and do my thing. And I said,
don't be modest. Don't be modest, dog.
Went down and do my thing. I mean, it did, you know what I mean? Like, you know, that's when I crowd surf and all of that. Went viral and then now the new talk is like, who? Like in that community. Because in VI, you know, my name already been known from radio and DJ, but outside in the soca world is like, who that do this? Nah, man, this money, nah, man. You know what I mean?
Are you struggling with having bad credit? Is having a bad credit score affecting your ability to get approved for the things you need in life? Well, guess what? I could help you out. I could get all those negative items removed if we're talking about inquiries, late payments, collections, charge-offs, repossessions, even bankruptcies. We could get those removed from your credit report. Go on www.credible-source.com and fill out an inquiry right now so we could get you to a better credit score so you could get approved for the things you need in life. Talk to y'all soon. Peace.
And from there, like, everybody been trying to...
I want on the ship. That's the first crowd show.
Yeah.
I want the board.
You on the board, that's what I said.
You're in the room.
Yes.
You're right, dog. Got out before you make it to the big stage.
Yes.
When you do the crowd song.
Yes.
I was there like, I don't drop Avalanche, please.
Yo, I know it was just, I don't know, it was just like an organic energy at that time. But I know in my mind, that was a response for what I was told.
Yes.
So a lot of people don't know that. That's what sparked me to be like, okay, I'm going to get back on my game. You want the bold Avalanche?
Yes.
You're going to get a bold Avalanche.
Yes.
Because I thought I was just coming on a cruise.
You were having a grateful Avalanche at first.
Yeah. So, and that's what happened, you know what I'm saying? But from there now, that spiral a whole new perspective on who Avalanche is. You know what I mean? Like Redman said a while ago, he know me for dancer. Because I've been in the dancer world. And, you know, clashing and, you know, even playing in hip-hop festivals prior to that. But then now, I'm somebody in soca because this man, remember this, the ship is the who's, the best of the best, the quote-unquote, you know what I mean? And this man just come and just sweep it by storm. You know, and that was the first party. And then I even remember like some whispers where people were like, nah man, that maybe a fluke or nah. And then he had a pool party.
I remember. Every day.
Pool party. You remember the pool party? Yeah.
Crazy, bro.
So that was like the day or
and let me say, right? Them man don't know, Avi. They whoever they that was passing the words, they don't know no better.
Yeah.
Us VI people.
So yes.
We listening to you for years.
Yes. So it's
By
like
the time you handing out your CDs, we
Yes.
know.
Yeah.
So like we were taken aback when we were saying like, I don't have Avalanche on the stage.
Right.
And then at that point in time, VI were dominating the crowd and the Soca Cruise. You know what I mean? So it's like we seen a lot more VI flags than anything else. And I get our guy down in the whole of the ship.
that was crazy. But you know what? Like, and again, I ain't
Go ahead.
did not. I mean, now Uber and VI is like synonymous at this point. Like they going VI this year and they went last year to rock. So you know what I mean? They have been educated.
Yes.
You know?
They understand yourself.
But at that time, as you said, they understand. At that time, it clearly they didn't know.
They didn't know better.
You know what I'm saying? And I along with a lot of the talent that were on the ship, they didn't know. So it was like that's why I tell you I have received some funny energy at first.
Yeah.
And it sparked me to be like,
I must see the
no, I gotta activate now, man. I gotta get active now. I was here on some chill vibes, but now I gotta get active. Because you wanna get slick with the mouth.
Yeah, no, I gotta be a Scot.
Yeah.
Imagine the crowd having a good time and are we really just targeting him?
Yeah, man.
This for you.
This for you.
But the
Yeah.
crowd having a good
great
time,
time.
don't even
I
know.
remember.
Are we just
Nah,
really
man,
selling a boy down, you know?
my mindset switched to now I go mash up this boat.
And I one thing that I always say, and I tell my clients is, I don't believe in luck. Because luck is where preparation meets opportunity.
Right.
So you can't be lucky if you ain't prepared. You see what I'm saying? So like the bad weather and shit, guy, everybody's supposed to be upstairs. I remember I was like, damn, we gotta be down in this little hole.
Yes.
Or Avi down there? Okay, we going. So I know.
Yeah.
But the rest of the people
They
that
didn't
ain't know Avi, they won't know what
they
to
were down there
expect.
by force.
Exactly.
Because
They
of the
got
weather
forced
upstairs.
into
Yes.
that. You check? So then that was an opportunity where the crowd that you wanted was placed right in
there.
front of you, my boy. And you had the opportunity to really know you were prepared for this opportunity and you capitalize on it. So now next year, what? Have you had a big stage?
Yeah. So I mean, remember I mashed up 2 big parties for them that particular year. You know, I mean the pool was crazy.
The pool was crazy.
Mash
Who
up
went
2.
viral?
The pool was crazy.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
I wasn't on it. I wasn't on the cruise.
Avalanche come over with a dinghy. How the fuck he got a dinghy on the boat?
I don't know.
How he find a dinghy? That was wild, bro. And then the VI. So now what? This is what happened. The VI started seeing snippets of what he do down in the little hole in the belly of the ship where they had him, right? So whoever wasn't there that year, or the next year, they were there. So VI out in numbers on this Soca Cruise now.
Correct.
And we waiting for our guy. All type of the big names, like you said, they up, they playing, and they, that's cool. Oh, that's cute. Whatever. What time Avalanche coming on? That's
was the
when
energy.
we pulling up.
That was the energy.
And you know what's crazy? It had folks that wasn't on the ship the year before that still didn't know who Avalanche was.
Right.
And now they here now on the big stage now, and they get a chance to understand who. Have you didn't have to plug you out or something like that? The thing was too crazy. They begging people to leave. And the people say, we want more. I have it on camera. I was like, this is wild. I just recorded myself having a good time. And then I'm like, listen, you gotta go to begging me to stop. And the crowd didn't move. They stood there. And they say just VI people.
Nah, everybody.
Everybody screaming, we want more. We want more.
Yeah.
And I haven't been in much parties to see
Something
a
like that.
shelling like that, brother.
Yeah, that was epic.
Tune after tune after, like, in my little small stint of DJing, I used to have a track list. Where I have everything lined up as to what I'm going to play that night. But if you are real DJ, you gotta go out for the vibes.
Vibes.
You
I didn't
got
have
to
nothing
go out for
planned.
the
I had no playlist. No, that was just organic. You know what I'm saying?
And it's a dancehall DJ, you know.
The
In my
dancer.
eyes.
And that's the crazy thing. Like, I am like for people in the islands itself, they know me more for dancehall. But it's crazy how it turned out that outside, I get so much recognition for soca. And this is before I even start producing, you understand? Like producing soca with these artists.
Yeah.
So that's just on a DJ tip.
Yeah.
That I ended up becoming this known soca DJ because they put me alongside the best.
Yes.
One of them get slick with him out, tell me something, cause me to activate now. I was chilling, you know. Cause me to activate now, and I gotta go mash up the people in both.
Hey, I hope he see this and I hope he understand the shot.
I ain't putting nobody on blast, but
because it's a matter of just being humble.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, and embracing everybody in their perspective stage or where he is in life. Because
actually appreciate him.
Yeah. Because if he didn't tell you that you wouldn't
activate,
I
wouldn't activate.
You check, you wouldn't have been stage surfing and jumping.
No, I wouldn't have went down with everything. I swear to God, I wouldn't have went down with everything.
So when I say I shout out to him, ain't shade, it's for real. We don't need that type of motivation. Sometimes we don't get comfortable, brother.
Yeah.
We just happy to be here.
Yeah.
Sometimes we be in a space where like, yo, I just happy to be here. Me trying to do too much work. And then it's like opportunity passing us left, right, center.
Yeah.
You check. So if you were in a laid back space where you were just chilling, I here, so me got work that hard. You know what I mean? A lot of the opportunities you got from that, you probably would not get.
Happened.
You check. So sometimes the most I to use them type of man to shake you up, brother. I mean, snap out of this. You know who you is? I need you to do what you to do, bro.
Didn't he show us?
That was definitely the case in that moment.
Yeah, brother. And that created so much more opportunities for you. And
not only for me, you know, but for VI and a whole, you know. It ain't just about me, you know.
Because when you're on a stage, you get a VI bandana around your head, you know. And they get a heap of big VI flag acting the skunt when Avalanche on that stage. So now, if you didn't know who VI was.
Let me tell you something, right? After the event, because I was in a group, I'm still in a group chat with all of the DJs and everything, right? But I'll never forget the following day, a list of DJs asking, because they didn't know me. A lot of them didn't know me on a personal level at that time. And they were asking, hey, what's that song that DJ play? What's that song? What's that song? What's that song? Because they didn't have it. So Big Jam, they didn't have Big Jam. Everybody find Big Jam at that point in time. You know what I'm saying?
Rest in peace, Kylo.
Rest in peace, Kylo. Even Asa that always give me credit, Asa Banton, because that's why crowd soft. His do something crazy. You're like, what's that song? What's that song? Like, Asa Banton sang me, yes, bro. Yeah. But no, I wanted, okay, cool, that's Asa Banton. You know what I mean? So I started to put them on to our music.
You're right, brother. You're right. You and Pompa had a credit for that.
And
that Soca Cruise, because I put the Virgin Islands on the map. We were just that for the longest while. I used to go to them events. For the longest while, you're hearing the DJs, them international DJs, them Trini DJs, them Jamaican DJs screaming, Trinidad, you know, Jamaica, Barbados, all these places, they wouldn't call VI, bro. They would not large up the Virgin Islands.
I've been in a party where at least 40, 50 VI people with the flag in the air. It's one thing to be in the party, but you can't tell if you're from VI. But when you got a flag in your head, that's a dead giveaway. You know what I'm saying? And them wouldn't play not even one VI song. I said, wow.
That's crazy. We had a man here, right? And then I'm going to transition back. I want to gain the mind of Avalanche and where the hell how he come up with a dinghy to jump off the stage with the dinghy in the crowd. So we're going to get back to that. But we had a man here, DJ Jasper from Trinidad, right? And we asked him that. We said, bro, we be in a party. And I don't be playing our tune, and we feel some type of way about it. And he said, brother, Virgin Islands music is hard. It's not as accessible as the rest of the music, right? So he was saying, his point was that Trini music, you could find it wherever. There's a song, you find it. VI rhythms and stuff, you got to find the rhythm maker or somebody in the VI that got the rhythm. So if you ain't connected with a VI, if you don't have a VI connection, no, it's gonna be hard for you to get that song. So he says sometimes it don't be that the fact that they don't want to play, they just don't have it. You check? So that give me I give them a little grace for that, but get connected with Virgin Islands people.
I mean, there was some truth in that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna sit down here and be like, you know, our music is out there. There is some truth in that as a DJ. Like, honestly, So a lot of the songs them that we like
Yeah.
ain't marketed.
True.
Yeah, that's true too.
And marketing outside the voice.
Outside the
for
voice,
them man to hear it. Facts.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of songs don't have a music video.
True.
Right.
Like we live in a time where everybody go on their phone every morning.
Yeah. Yeah.
YouTube,
Yeah.
Right.
SoundCloud. Like
Yeah.
come, you know, this podcast is a video.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
You into music
Yeah.
in 2024.
Yeah.
Find out if you believe in yourself and your song and your product.
Right.
You need to have a visual representation of that.
Facts.
Yeah. I agree.
Find a way. Find out.
Facts.
Even if you can't afford a cameraman, use your. Everybody got a phone.
Facts.
Right.
Shoot it on your phone right in front of your land.
Facts.
Say, got people doing TikToks.
Facts.
TikToks going viral.
Viral.
So
Yeah.
what
Right.
it is?
Yeah.
What is your excuse?
No excuse.
You know what I mean?
None
Shoot-
at all.
There's no excuse. You're right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Shoot a video for your song. But no, everybody, I mean, like, I feel like we drag our foot in promoting ourselves.
Yes.
We
Right.
want the respect, but we're not doing the work to get the
to
respect.
deserve it. Yes.
That's my thing.
Yes, yes.
what I'm
We
saying?
put in the work in. We want a recognition, but we ain't putting the work. We ain't putting in the work to be recognized.
Yeah.
But what you point to it is what you get out.
Exactly.
If you ain't getting what you want, get out,
Exactly.
then you ain't pointing what you're supposed to point to get what you want, get out.
Exactly. Exactly.
You know, I could talk about a song that I did. Pumper A-list.
I didn't even know that
didn't
you have
know you
that
do that.
until I see you with the remote clicking on your
Yeah,
Instagram.
because, and that's part of the reason why I did that video, to bring awareness to
Yeah.
some of the songs, and it's more, but some of the
That's
songs I
a
do.
big tune, you know, bro.
It's a big tune, right? But when we first did this song, right, Pumper believed in the song from day one. Cool. Right? I thought it would have been just a VI. Honestly,
Yeah.
thought it would have been a VI banger. Pumper was like, nah, this could go outside the VI.
Yeah.
He's like, Avi, no, this could go outside the VI.
That you were saying, Pumper didn't expect for A-list to.
No, I didn't.
Oh,
expect-
you didn't. Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
I
right. You're right.
didn't
You didn't.
I thought it
Pumper
was a
didn't.
great song, but I thought it was gonna be like a VI,
A VI
a
song.
VI banger. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah.
Pumper was like, nah, this could go worldwide.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean? He's like, this could go outside.
Yeah,
This is Pumper, you know? I said, all right, Pumper. But the point is, he believed in the song. Even
Yeah.
more than me who produced it with him.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean? That it could go so far.
Yeah.
And then he said, I remember we was in New York. And he like, Ava, when we leave from New York, I go in LA. I said, what you want to tell me? Well, he said he go in LA to shoot the video for A-list. So I said, man, why you want to tell me this before I had to come for the cameo? You know what I mean? So I be in the background, but it was done too late. He done had this thing in motion. Like, all right, cool.
Yeah.
So I say, well, Pumper, you know, that's a good move because a lot of when I say we Virgin Islands Entertainment don't really shoot the, you know, go the full extent to market our products.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, like we make a song, put it on the DSPs, which is the digital streaming platforms, like the iTunes and the Spotify's or whatever. Maybe trade on SoundCloud.
Yeah.
Maybe post it on YouTube and call it a day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Tell people buy my thing and they might have like a distribute or one of them thing, you know what I mean? Distributed and call it a day. And like that's bare minimum.
Yeah.
Like you see what the rest of the Caribbean doing.
Yeah.
You want your music to be like Trini music,
Right.
music from Barbados, music from Jamaica, these other islands that they investing in their music.
Yeah.
What by hook or crook. Whether they shoot it with an iPhone or they got a whole video crew to shoot a music video, they gain it out there as a total package.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They
Right.
just say, hey, my thing on Spotify.
Yeah.
My thing on SoundCloud.
Exactly.
Check it out on YouTube.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Nah, they giving you the full package.
Right.
So Pumper took that road. So I was like, you know, Pumper, I withdraw on this.
Yeah.
This song gonna go. It gonna go places because I see the mindset.
Yeah.
The man believe in his song.
Yeah.
The man, from time I saw that, I like, this song going places.
Yeah.
I didn't know how far it was gonna go, but I know it going places because he believe in his song. he investing in the song.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And the song on YouTube almost to 1 million views. I
It
think.
passed 1 million.
It don't pass
Wow.
1 million.
1 million views already?
Yeah, it
large.
passed 1 million.
Wow.
That's large.
I didn't even know that.
That's large.
You know?
That's big.
That song play Hot 97, that song play through the Caribbean. The song
It
all
gone.
day.
It gone.
Yeah.
It gone.
You know what gave me chills when I was at the CMAs, the Caribbean Music Awards, where he got the award. I was there and I was walking to my seat. I went for a drink and I walking back to my seat and he run out on stage. So I happy. My boy pump on stage singing. Right? Because this is like when the show started and he was one of the artists that first performed. And when he sing, if your name end with an A,
Every head
and
went
the
down.
whole auditorium
Yes.
start to sing, Ben right
right
up,
there.
and the girl, I'm going crazy. I like,
Yes.
wow, that was like
that
a
was a
surreal
chilling, yeah.
experience for
Yeah.
me to
Right.
see how, and I've produced big songs
Songs,
yeah.
at that point, but
Yeah.
to see a homie,
Yes.
1 hour song there,
Yes.
Yeah.
get a reaction,
Yes,
that
yes.
was such a different feeling.
I think that'll be the fight. Small Island, you check
Yeah.
VI. We like, you know, we've been up here from early 2000s.
Yeah.
And it's like when they're going to find our culture, when they're going to find our vibe and our essence, when they're going to discover it, you know what I mean? The DJ them, like Kai said, the DJ them will call every country name in a jam and we be like, so
we in
what happened? We in here? Ain't
Yeah,
no
yeah.
VI man. And like, we know we in here heavy,
Yeah,
but
exactly.
and no fault to them, you know what I mean? Like you said, we wasn't really doing enough to pour our thing
Yeah.
out there
Right.
to get a recognition
We share
that we know.
responsibility in that
So
too.
we
We
share
can't point
responsibility.
finger and
Yeah,
act like we-
exactly.
Yes.
Like
we
they
doing
just
it all.
ignore us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Yes.
shout out to people like you, Pumper, and everybody else who really invest in the craft
Yeah.
and carry the torch and the banner, especially in soca,
Yeah.
to kind of carve out our little piece.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Facts.
and like you say, it is a mega song.
Yeah.
I want to transition back though to the Soca Cruise, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we talk about when you were down in the dungeon and the storm. God
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
said, "Let there
yeah.
be rain." Now force everybody down to where you was.
Yeah.
And they hear and they were exposed to Avalanche in his
Correct,
element.
yeah.
Pissed off Avalanche.
Yeah, yeah.
I heard pissed off Avalanche before.
Yeah.
And they hear pissed off Avalanche. And now the following year, you get promoted to the big stage.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And then, so you shell along the big stage. That's when they were screaming, "We want more,
Yeah.
we want more." That's now, whoever didn't know before,
No, yeah.
they know.
Yeah.
They know. Ain't no secret no more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They know who that dude is.
Yeah.
If they know his name is, who that DJ from the VI is.
Yeah.
You
Right.
check? And we could live with that.
Yeah.
Because
Right.
you know that man from the VI, you're going to learn
Right,
the name.
right, right.
Name all over your music, you're going to figure it out.
Yeah.
So the next year, now you're on the big stage again.
Yeah. Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And you're up there to save you. They understood themselves now.
Yeah.
Because they ain't pull you and pull somebody to close out
Right,
after you.
right,
They were
right.
doing those DJs at this service by doing that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
But now they learn.
Yeah.
He has to end the show.
Yeah.
We can't put nobody after.
That has become a thing. Yeah.
Respectfully.
Yeah.
But so we on the stage and you were up there with Adamo.
Yes.
At that point in
Now this is
time-
before Adam
It was Cool Breeze.
became
Yeah.
the soca star Adam.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's why that's a good point.
Yeah.
Because I was early in his
Yeah.
solo career, we know him from
I've
Cool Breeze. man.
always been about sharing the love in some form or fashion. So
right.
I was on the boat, right? So I had, you want
No,
me to
bro,
tell
you go, bro.
Yeah,
Tell
yeah,
the
yeah,
story.
yeah.
It's your story. Tell it.
I was like, yo, Adam, he didn't even really know. I said, Adam, just stay close by. Stay close by. So I already premeditated that I was going to do the boat thing.
Yeah.
Put a dinghy, bring out the boat on the boat, bring a dinghy, during my performance. Adam didn't know.
Yeah.
But I wanted him close by because when I go out, I want people to know that he's a part. This is part of his. This is him.
Yeah.
He part of Cool Breeze.
Yeah.
Singing his song.
Yeah.
For Cool Breeze. So when I got to that point where they said where the craziness, cause now everybody expecting craziness when I
Yeah.
perform. You know what I mean? So I have to deliver. This year, that particular year, I was
before you
like,
jump off a stage, what he gonna do this year?
yeah, that was the talk. So I was like, okay, well, I got something for y'all. The boat and the boat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when I bring out the dinghy, you know, everybody like, oh God, and everybody going crazy, like, nah, this man ain't bring a boat. And even artists and I were asking to join. Actually, Lyrical went in my boat. But anyway.
Yeah.
So bring out the boat, boom, and of course I drop a VI tune.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Because I got incorporate our stuff in it somehow.
When she back up.
So I say, Adam, take the mic, sing your song. I literally like, take the mic, sing your song, and go in with the boat. Boom. You know? When we duck up, he on there singing, and the boat up here.
She on the steam, drive it down here.
And that got the place going in a mess.
Crazy.
These people don't know, VI people know the
Don't
song.
go in,
Again, the rest of them don't know
know
what
the
song
song.
that is.
Yeah.
They don't even know who Adam is.
Yeah.
But
Right.
they seen this red boy up there singing about this boat, and we on a boat, and we on a boat, and it's just like,
And
it's
yeah.
crazy.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Pandemonium,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
Pandemonium. The whole Virginians went crazy
Yeah,
at that
so-
moment. And then whoever else was there that wasn't from the Virginians couldn't even deny the energy that was
Yes.
happening in that moment.
Right.
So the entire boat went crazy,
Yeah.
and it was just a vibe. And really and truly, I don't miss Uber because I know Avi gonna be there.
Right.
And not only that, I feel like going back to what we were talking about with the representation, right?
Yeah.
I feel like Uber is the one thing where small islands, number one,
Yeah.
get the representation. And another thing, the term small island,
Right.
Right.
and you could correct me if I'm wrong. Like when we say small island music,
Yeah.
and we referencing the St. Kitts, the Anguilla, the VI,
Yeah.
that area, I really ain't hear much people coining that term besides you.
So, there was
As
once
far as DJs.
yes. So, there was once upon a time when that term was viewed negatively. And some people still find it as a negative term, like small, because you never really associate anything small with anything positive.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If a girl say your thing small,
Yeah.
you're going to feel offended. As a man. Wrong or right?
Wrong, all right.
If a girl say your bank account small, you don't got no money, you're going to feel offended. Like anytime the term small is used, you
Yeah.
feel offended. So I understand the
We
mindset.
done.
Yeah, he said we done. I understand the mindset. But then I had to think outside the box.
Right.
I had to be realistic, be real with myself
Real
and where
with
it comes
yourself.
from.
Right.
Yeah.
Right? Yes, small things could be, it could have a negative connotation, but the fact of the matter, I from VI, right?
Right.
I proud of where I from, right?
Yeah.
I love where I from.
Facts.
I would not wish to be from any other place but VI. I don't know how you feel about VI, but that's how I feel about VI.
Right.
Right? That's how I feel about the Virgin Islands. So I'm like, compared to a lot of the Caribbean islands,
Yeah.
square miles geographically,
Yeah.
we are small.
We are.
If I'm gonna look at it from a factual standpoint, it is a small island.
Yes.
I've been to many islands that are huge in comparison to where we from.
No,
so
like literally huge.
Huge.
We're literally
Yeah.
small.
Well-
We're probably one of the smallest of the small
this
islands.
is what I try and show you.
Yeah.
By definition, we really come from a small island.
Yeah.
So that's like saying, you know what? Although the term could be interpreted negatively, do you feel negative about your place? No.
No.
Do you embrace where you from? Yes.
Yes.
Is your island small?
Yes.
Yes. So should I feel bad because somebody say I'm from a small island? No.
No.
I'm from a small island. That don't mean I small.
Right.
That don't mean what we doing small.
Right.
That don't mean the energy that we bring in small.
Right.
It just mean the place that we from small.
Yeah, that's all. That's all. And it's evident over time and throughout history that the smallest of the island has never defined the character of the people.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like we've achieved, you know what I mean? Like one of the first thing them that make me feel big coming from a small island is to know that one of Garvey's most influential teachers is a man from the Virgin Islands, Edward Blyden.
There you go.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I was like, when I learned that, I was like, oh no.
Again.
Like this thing here, why you following is we influence partner into this thing. So it really put in perspective for me. So I don't think I will ever one of the people that, but I knew it was offensive to a lot of people.
Yeah, some people.
But I never found it to be. It was just a description of, I'm from the small islands, you know what I mean?
So-
and small islands with big dreams.
So I embraced it. You
Yeah.
understand? After really reflecting on it, I embraced it. I'm like, yeah, I'm from the small island. I'm a small island DJ. And so what?
Yeah.
This small island DJ doing bigger things than a lot of big island DJs. So what's
Yeah,
your point?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Talk about big things. You know, it is I want to talk about
Small
now.
thing, no sugar. Big nigga, let's drive out.
I tell him.
Go ahead. Sorry.
You can relate?
I didn't like the song.
Never mind. Okay, but anyway. Producer Avalanche
Yeah.
seems to be bigger than DJ Avalanche
So, because-
in recent memory. But a lot of people don't really know.
So
And not only that, talk about like, can you say you had so much different goals for yourself?
yeah.
Right.
When did the producer, when you decided, let me put on this producer hat,
Right.
and like
Right.
this is something that you really gonna take
Yeah.
serious.
So there was a point in time where I was in the island doing radio, and a part of my, booking and managing team was Ian, who is part of the division of festivals.
Right.
Ricky, who is part of the boat company,
And you have the restaurant
and Rendezvous.
Rendezvous.
Yeah.
Shout out Rendezvous. That's a great Rendezvous.
Definitely.
Great place to eat.
Definitely.
Me
Check
and
out
Kyle
Rendezvous.
ate Rendezvous.
Top tier food.
Top tier food.
Yeah.
View.
Everything.
Yeah.
Yes.
We just need to figure out the parking. You know what I mean?
In downtown. You
downtown.
Yeah,
you
downtown.
good.
You park and walk.
There you go. Yeah.
I like that.
Park and walk.
The
You
look
know,
point,
you-
Park and
yeah,
walk and
yeah,
walk.
yeah.
Okay.
Park and walk.
But they were part of my team at that point in time.
Yeah.
And we were doing so much. And I had a conversation with Ricky specifically, and he was like, Ricky said to me, Avi, you, as far as the VI is concerned, you've done it
Right.
in your role.
Right.
You've held big parties, you've done radio, you're traveling. What is next?
Right.
You have to, we just can't be stagnant.
Right.
What's the next goal? What's next? What we shooting for next? And I said, Ricky, I want to produce. I want to produce some of the biggest songs in the Caribbean. I literally said that. And Ricky actually owned a studio. I don't know if he still own it, but at that time he owned a studio, right? WMB Records. And I never forget Ricky was like, yo, you're a bad DJ, Me, you know about producer, but you're a bad DJ. So that means like you gotta get to work now. You gotta put in the work in this producing thing. That's how I interpret it.
Right.
Cause this is somebody on my team telling me like, you're a bad DJ. You wicked as a DJ. I know you wicked as a DJ, but now production. I know if I could give you that kind of ratings yet. You know what I'm
Like
saying?
when you question Avi, he done kick into a gear. You just-
Yeah,
he
so
done kick into a gear.
when he tell me that listen, that's again okay, I gotta get to work on this is something I want. And my boy telling me this,
Yeah.
I gotta get to work.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I start producing my little beat them. I want to work with all kind of VI man, but them time nobody studying me.
Yeah.
Right.
They want swanks, they want ghosty, they want, you know what I mean? Nobody's studying me. So only few people, you know what I mean? Like Black is big up, KM1, a couple of people, you know what I mean? But for the majority, they weren't studying me.
Right.
And I in the radio.
Yeah.
I go play a song on the radio, nobody, but they still ain't studying me.
Well,
Crazy,
bro.
right? But anyway, so
You gotta prove yourself in this business, man.
Yeah, that's true.
That's the thing.
I guess.
anyway,
No, the can't game. Yeah.
it's crazy, huh? Love how life is.
Life. That's you hear what you just said? That's why when they say, hey, Avalanche get like a 6-hour layover, you could do it. No, we could reschedule what?
Yeah.
So he could write another road march tune and then they will see him for another 2 years.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
It'll be months before you ask me
I'm
again.
going to go pick him up. Let's do this thing tonight.
Tonight.
Finish the
Yeah.
story, bro.
But that in itself, going through that,
Yeah.
finding my way, learning my craft, and I got shout out Bosco Beat Down, cause he helped me a lot in learning production too. But in finding my way, I had to, and without having access to artists, even VI artists, I had to start singing my own song now.
So you, that's wild. So you singing on top of your tune.
My own beat them.
That was
because I didn't
secondary to you making a beat. Because when I hear the song, I'm like, oh, Avi. I ain't saying Avi's a producer, you know.
Right.
I'm saying Avi's an artist now.
Yeah.
You check, but you end up being an artist
because I didn't have access to the artists. Them didn't really. They weren't even messing with me. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, Avi was so trash. He was good. I swear, like, dog, Red Cup, dog.
That's a big tune.
What?
Yeah.
But it's so simple.
Simple.
Like, okay, you don't know what he just DJ talking fucking the mic. But what if when that song come on?
That's crazy.
I feel like it's a plate when you're just getting drunk.
Yeah. Go to the bar
and you're just repeating
go
this.
buy this $20
over again. And it's like,
but it's crazy.
how we get it stuck in my head?
Yeah, it's crazy. But that song, ironically, has blown up internationally.
Yes.
Bro, that song big.
Yes.
It no a lot and like a lot of people home don't even. I mean, it plays home, you know, but they didn't realize the magnitude of that song in a soca war.
And
like,
you know what? I break my heart with home, man. As much as I love it, they don't love you as much as they should till the rest of the world love you. You know?
Right.
And that's the sad part because I do understand they can't see what they can't see.
Right.
But it shouldn't take the rest of the world to embrace somebody from this little place before we say, oh yeah, I like that song. Like the song play here first.
Yeah.
And even if you ain't love the song,
right?
Somebody from where you from making waves in an arena, we should support it.
Yeah, 100%. Man,
But you know,
100%.
us chasing the recognition from the people home is what really drive us
That's true.
to become
That is
great.
True. That is true.
Because
That's true.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Please,
That's
VI
a really
people.
good point. And if we had it, Ollie, we might not
we
be as
might not
motivated
even be as
to push
motivated.
as hard.
But
Like,
the fact that
you're
we're
right.
trying
That's a
to
good
get
point.
them to like
That's a really good
really
point.
see us
Yes.
is what fuel us to like achieve even more.
So there's a lot of motivation in doubt.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
You
You're
know,
right.
and that has fueled me to reach so much goals.
Yeah.
When people question, Avi, yeah, you can't produce. You could DJ, but you can't produce.
Right.
Or you know what I mean? Like so many even my first time on radio, not to go that far back, but again, Ever Game Blues. Why you sound like that? Oh, man.
One thing they could let you have it. They missing no words. Yeah, they missing no words.
Yes, you know, but it more if you are determined to succeed in whatever endeavor it is, you know, you use that energy to fuel the motivation for you to succeed. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts.
But yes, I end up singing my own songs. One of them actually hit the song you referenced,
Right.
16 hours. And then what I did, just to kind of fast forward it, is I started to produce and go on social media because I realized we're not social media was. So I started to produce beats and go on Instagram, not Facebook, Instagram, and I asked, which artist you would like to hear on this beat? Blah, 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 blah. You know? And one of the Road March beat, the Hard Fet beat was one of them. And a lot of people were messaging, Bungie, Problem, so and so. They were calling all kind of name dropping left and right. And I didn't have no direct contact to
with
none
them,
of these
man,
people. Right? So a DJ hit me up and was like, yo, Problem will mash up this rhythm for real. So I said, well, a mutual DJ that actually knows Problem, that knows me. I said, well, bro, I don't know the guy. You know what I mean? If you could pass it on to him or something, He said, nah, man, I'll introduce you. I said, okay, cool, even better. You know what I mean? So he introduced me to Problem Child. And then, you know, I sent him the beat. And so said, so done. Problem, I love the beat. He went crazy. But I skipping a step. I actually made that beat for Pumper. Right? So I sent it to Pumpa first. And Pumpa wanted it for himself. In my mind, I really wanted to put it out as a rhythm.
Yeah.
You know, like, yeah.
A bunch of different
Because
artists on the same song.
I'm trying to build my name as a producer.
Yeah.
Mikey end up on a rhythm too.
Mike is on the rhythm too.
Mikey end up on a rhythm too.
Yeah.
I remember that.
So, but I ended up giving it to Problem. Problem was like, yo, man, you want to make it a rhythm? We could make it a rhythm. I could get so and so, I could get so and so, I guess. So now he get artists, no artists. He get access to all kind of artists. So he plugging me in with people.
Yeah.
So I like, bro, Pumpa,
And Pumpa wanted it.
you
for
saw
himself.
me, you know, but
Yeah.
this is an opportunity for me. I can't shoot myself in the foot with this
Yeah,
because this is a chance for me to network with a lot of people I want to work with.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean? So we are.
Was he receptive to that, or did he feel some type of way?
Well, no, he didn't. He understood when we talk it out. You know what I mean? He understand that I wanted the opportunity to establish as a producer.
Yeah.
So cool. So boom, we ended up putting out the project. What had happened though is the way the project was released, Pumpa wanted more energy for his song, right? But it just so happened that how it released, it didn't roll out the way he wanted it to roll out.
Man.
So therefore, the energy wasn't there, you know? And Pumpa was like, cool, no problem. I'll remix it. So he asked me if he could remix it. I'm like, cool, bro, you know, I got you, no problem. You know what I mean? Because I asked you for a solid, he let me, you know, follow my part.
Right.
No, he asked me if he could remix it. Yeah, no problem. We could remix it. So who he wanted to remix it with was Bunji. Right? So Pumpa and Bunji already had a relationship. I didn't have a relationship with Bunji at that time. And he reached out to Bunji, sent Bunji the track, bap, bap, bap. Bunji was like, yeah, but I got idea for this, you know. He like, I don't want to do two songs on the rhythm. You know, and he like, I really got a vibe for this, man. Like, I want to do a thing on it. You know what I'm saying? So Pumpa again, shout out Pumpa. And life is funny, you know, but I'll get to that. Yeah. He was like, you know what, Avi, Bunji wanted, and I wanted to remix it, but you know what I'm saying, this opportunity for you to work with Bunji, I give you the blessings if you okay with it. So I'm like, well, Bunji's one of Trinidad's biggest artists. Let we go.
Yeah.
Let we go.
No brainer.
For me, that was a no-brainer. So I went to and worked with Bunji on the track, you know what I mean?
You got the opportunity to work with Bunji.
Yeah.
You know, Pumpa give you his blessing.
Yeah.
I know you're working with Bunji.
Yeah, because remember originally the rhythm was made for Pumpa. I made the rhythm originally for Pumpa.
With Pumpa in mind.
In mind.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't have links to all them other artists. But because of how it roll out, you know what I'm saying, we felt like the rhythm too bad and it ain't getting it ain't getting true recognition.
Yeah.
So we just give up on the project. So Pumpa was like, okay, he want to remix it with Bunji. Bunji hear it. Bunji got vibe. He like, yo, I don't want to do two tunes. I want to do one tune.
Yeah.
And, you know, he really, the vibe that catch him. Pumpa say, all right, you know what? Cool. Yeah. Once Avi cool with it, I cool with it.
Yeah.
You know, go do your thing, and I'm going to just continue to push the one song I have. We're going to remix it.
Yeah.
You know? So, bam, that's what ended up happening. You know? And so I link with Bunji now. Me and him dealing direct. Work on a song. And from the time I got like the demo, like I idea the song. It ain't finished, but you know what the song gonna sound like. You know?
Right.
I was like, nah, this a hit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Did I know it was going to be that big of a hit? I didn't know that. But I was like, nah, this song bad. Like, you know, I even tell him, like, nah, we can't play with this song. We gotta drop it. This is like classic Bunji, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because for years prior, you've been dropping a lot of We Ready, a lot of groovy and a lot of chipping song. This is energy, you know what I mean? This is classic energy. And then on top of that, that song came out when Trinidad was coming back out for Carnival right after COVID.
Right.
So they didn't have Trinidad basically watched the rest of the Caribbean have Carnival and had to wait for their Carnival to go outside, you know.
Yeah.
They were one of the last, if not the last, countries to go back outside to have Carnival.
Right.
So put yourself in the mindset of somebody in that country that's saying, no, watching all these other places jump up and win. And they is the place of soca.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So now when they go out, they gotta go out big.
Yeah.
And that's basically what he's saying. I'm not going to small fete. We going to the big parties. We going hard in the paint. So to me, in my mindset, like, this is perfect.
Yeah.
This is like lyrically, you speaking the feeling of the people in your country. Like this is what they feeling, right? We sit down for too long now. We going on small, going hard. When we go outside, I could finally go outside, they're going hard. You know what I mean? So I was like, yeah, we got something.
Yeah.
I didn't know how big it was, but I was like, we got something. Boom. So I tell him, and it's like vintage Bungie energy. So boom, it went out. He dropped the song. It was Christmas time he dropped the song. You know? Because they have a science to it. And I am from Trinidad. They have a science with certain times when to drop the song, just like with us in the VI. So when the song dropped, I realized they got a lot of traction on social media, but cool. I chilling, you know what I mean? I ain't going about my business. Christmas time is when I start to focus on St. Croix because that's when our thing them start, you know what I mean? So I got do St. Croix walk and bam, bam, bam. My mind, I glad I got a record, but I got to keep walking. You know what I mean? Then I remember I had to do something in the States. I came to the States and a brethren of mine called me from Trinidad. He said, bro, hype man, Patrick the hype man. Shout out Patrick. He called me and he said, yo, bro. Like he called me and he like, yo, bro. Like serious, like, bro, you got the biggest song in Trinidad right now.
Crazy.
I don't know what your plans are, but you need to find your way to Trinidad. This is what he telling me as like a brethren, you know what I mean? I like, you serious? He like, bro, I in the streets. I in the party them.
Yeah.
Your song dismantling parties, brother. I say, what? I tell him, man, I really wasn't planning on coming to Trinidad or nothing. He said, he spoke to me as about, he said, listen, man, I don't know what kind of situation you're in. I don't know, but I just gonna advise you as a brethren, if you can, make it to Trinidad because this could possibly be a once-in-a-lifetime situation.
Yeah.
And when he break it down to me like that, he said, because you, not from Trinidad, and produce the biggest song in Trinidad right now, with Bungie, you need to see this.
Yeah.
He said, this is what he telling me as a... So I said, all right, cool. I organize myself and make my way down to Trinidad. As I come off the plane, he had a big party. Bungie were performing, Army Fed, right? So I just find my way to the party. I don't even know how I get in the party. Find my way to the party, right? From the plane, drop my bags at the hotel, straight to the party. Walk in the party. Party had about 3,000-4,000 people. I in the crowd. I didn't even tell Bungie I coming or nothing. I just in the crowd. Because my brethren tell me my song big. I gone in to see what going on. And I stand up in the party for a few hours because the party going long. All kind of song play. All kind of, the biggest, the Marshall, them, the Kess, the this, the that, everything playing. And party sweet and nice, and everybody jamming, you know. Big forward for a lot of tune. When they get to that point in the night now, when Bungie come on and the song drop. Boy, I tell you, goosebump. And you know, when I say frenzy, frenzy, the place in I never seen no like the frenzy for your song, you know.
Wow.
For the thing I make in my little room, frenzy, you know.
Yeah.
I like, what? I looking around, thousands of people going crazy, you know, like, what?
Yeah.
Nah, man. And I start chopping on myself. yo, and that was the first time I really realized the impact of the song. You know what I'm saying? That was the first time I really realized the impact of the song. Like it's one thing to see video and thing, but when you then miss it, you know what I mean? Like as a patron, like the song is intended for the people. So are you coming in as one of the people? Me and a superstar thing, me going backstage, me going in the crowd with the people, you understand? He didn't even know I went in the party till after. And I'm like, yo, nah.
Yeah.
And then so I down there and everybody like, yo, this a big contender for Road March. That not the Road March talk. It's like,
so
nah.
it's like levels. First it start, like,
Yeah.
you know, Bungie like it. Then,
Yeah.
you know, he make a crazy song. And then it's just a song. And then
Yeah,
your
like-
partner, like, you need to come here. This
Yeah.
is a frenzy now is in Road March
Road
conversation.
March. So now they
Right.
come and then Bungie hit me up like, yeah, because they have to enter the song. You have to submit the song for Road
Okay.
March. He like, yeah, they're gonna, the people want it, they're going to submit it for Road March. Who am I to say no? Let's go. You know what I mean? And so said, so done, be like, so it had the other contender was a real big song. It still plays to this day, you know what I'm saying?
Come home.
Come home, now, like,
Come
same
home.
one,
That
yeah.
was a big tune.
You
That
know,
was
so-
a big tune. I swear that was going to win. Me
A
gonna
lot
like
of
it.
people, but when you went in the island, you realize the difference.
Yeah.
Bungie song was the voice of
Yes,
the people.
Yes.
Right.
That makes sense. Because I always wondered, like, does mine and bias?
Yeah.
That Come Home song is a big tune.
It's a big tune.
And where I is,
Yeah.
not in Trinidad now, you know. Because now I ain't seeing a connection. I ain't feeling a connection that Heartfelt have to the Trinidadians that were locked up for so long.
Yeah.
So Come Home ain't resonating with the Trinidadian
Everybody
people.
who locked down home,
Exactly.
the people that live there
Yeah.
and miss their carnival for years, finally
Yeah.
get to go outside.
Exactly.
And I'm broken loose. And
Yeah.
me. So the energy was everything was right. And the
Yes.
rhythm, the lyrics, like it was perfect harmony.
Yeah.
It was like because you know I try to give them some of our little smile and flavor, that little energy, that dun, 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 that rhythm that we do, you know, that bonks, you know what I'm saying? So it just was like everything was right for that particular moment, you know what I mean? And history was made. We ended up winning Road March for that year. You know, that was huge. That was Bungie's first solo Road March.
Right.
Yeah.
His first solo Road March.
Solo
was
Road
on
March.
a
He never
VIB.
he won Road March with like
fam.
collaboration with like family, but
Yeah.
as an artist,
By
but
himself.
yeah, that was his first solo
yeah.
Road March, you know what I mean? And I was able to be a part of that. So that was really a blessing. So
You get a Road March in Trinidad, man.
yeah,
boy.
that was that
This
was
man humble.
that was historical.
Man humble back.
Oh, that was his. But you know what's crazy? Because I had gotten a Road March in Grenada before that, you know,
right.
and I didn't go Grenada that year neither. And that song again, everybody would tell me, "Yo, that song just tearing up the place, right?" But I wasn't there to actually physically see it, and the vibe was like, nah man, you're a good producer. Like when I first made that song, that's when people started to watch me like, nah man, you're a good producer. But it wasn't like, we gotta check him.
Yeah.
It's like, you're a good producer. Good job. when I win the one with Bungie now, it's nah man. No man, this guy ain't normal, man.
Yeah.
Just so. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Boom. It's crazy. So I win that. But then now, this year, 24, I win another Road March. So now it's like, nah, man. No. It's my moving like Jordan now. Like
so you get
in
Trinidad.
in a different country.
country.
Yeah.
You get Trinidad. You see the next one was
So I start with
Grenada.
Grenada. And I got Trinidad. This year I got St. Vincent.
St. Vincent.
Yeah.
Wait, the oil people them.
Grenada is the oil people.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
okay. St. Vincent. Okay.
It's oil people.
Yeah.
It's the player jam.
Clearly we don't know nothing.
I say oil
Clearly
people.
we don't know nothing.
Yeah, I have to pause. Stop you right
Thank
there.
Shout
God.
out.
Thank
to
God
all
we
the
went down
people
there and
of
figure it
Grenada.
out. And he could come educate us. Big up Grenada. Okay.
Hey,
Deepest apologies.
We love all you.
No,
Right,
no,
for
it's
sure.
no. I want to put on something. So
Right.
not only did I produce the Road March for Grenada 22, but you know what I realized? I went Grenada this year. You know what I realized? They got a lot of love for our vibe too, you know.
Yeah.
And we may not know that. So like Peanut guy,
Yeah.
Peanut got some monsters that are tear down there, you know.
Tell
Yeah.
you.
And it's crazy, like we don't even realize because Grenada is like Southern Caribbean,
Yeah.
and we like more Northern Caribbean.
yeah.
And then inter-island travel is very difficult.
Yes.
Right.
You know, so that kind of makes it hard for us to go back and forth and basically network
Connect, yeah.
and connect. You know, so typically if you want to go, like if you're in VI and want to go Trinidad, Grenada, St. Lucia, one of them places, you got to go Miami or you have to fly back down.
down.
So we got to fly up to fly down.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And there aren't few, unless you like go Puerto Rico and you do like inter-Caribbean or some of them airlines, which again is not really the ideal situation.
Right.
So that's why we don't really network like the way we're supposed to.
Right.
But once we do, like it's a lot of love, bro. Like people don't realize there's a lot of love in these places, and they're very similar to us.
Right.
You know, but you have to go and like basically connect and take the trip and experience it to see the vibe.
St. Vincent, that's the my boy, Mr. Killer. That's
Mr. Keller from Grenada.
Grenada, that's what I meant to say.
Problem Child from St. Vincent.
So-
Skinny Fabulous from St. Vincent.
So just to hit off of what you say, Blind Airs, they'll back you up.
So you're right. Blindness the backup Mr. Keller. They don't go down Grenada, and that's what I'm saying. It's a lot
There's
of
a
love.
lot of love.
It's a lot of love.
Yeah, like and we see it happening in different instances at different times, but we ain't putting it together. Like, wait, Grenada really don't mess with the VA.
No, like the Caribbean. What I've learned is like all of us are Caribbean people. We are very similar.
Yeah,
Right.
Very, very similar.
Yeah.
You know, it's just unfortunate that a lot of islands can't really connect with each other because of the travel situation.
Right.
And that's really what keeps us separate. But if you have the opportunity to go and network, you realize is a lot of love. Just like we don't embrace a lot of people that will come.
The bigger countries that kind of like, I don't say own, but influenced us or had ownership of us is only the difference in separation. You know what I mean? We colonized by the US, they colonized by, France or stuff like that. You know what I mean? Or these other bigger countries is what drives the separation of kind of really makes us different. Other than that, we are one Caribbean.
Yeah, at the end of the day.
You know what I mean?
Facts.
Similar
No,
food.
seriously, we are very, like, when you really travel and you really, like, study, you realize that we are all very similar, at the end of the day. So I don't never, like, show no shade or, have no ill vibe or ill feeling for another Caribbean island, especially if they don't know. Because it's ignorance. And ignorance not in a bad way, it's just that you don't
Lack
know.
of knowledge,
Right.
that's all it is.
You don't know. So you can't get mad with somebody for not knowing something.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Right.
And
So what other ones?
was
There's
missing
four?
one.
We're missing.
Tatola.
Tatola.
I just went Tatola this year too.
Yeah, what song?
With Jugu, I produced a song with Jugu and Adamu. Work out.
Oh yeah, that win road match.
That win road march in Tatola.
Not in the VI?
And I can't get one in the US.
Yeah, a tough crowd.
Tough
a tough crowd.
The rest of the Caribbean, it's crazy. The rest of the Caribbean, like, just like non-stop hitting me up. We need things, send thing, need thing. Yo, give us a bang. Home?
Crickets.
Have you go sit down, okay? Don't cool out.
Gregory,
Just sit down, cool out.
Boy, you don't make beats.
Boy, you don't make beats.
And it's me, I tell them the biggest, their favorite artist is sending me message. Their favorite artist, right?
Yeah.
Can't no name.
Yeah.
They wanted to jump up and wait for me in the village.
Yeah.
Have you sent me something, please?
Yeah.
My partner there from home. Let's go sit down. He's studying me. What happening here, man?
I tell you, man. Hey, listen, we're a special kind. Hey, we're a special kind. I love us, though. 100% I love us, though. Yeah, because we hard to please, my son. Tough crowd. See, if you make it in the VI, you will make it anywhere in the world. For sure.
Facts.
Yeah.
Man. So, four international road
Back to
matches.
back consecutively.
Oh, God, man.
Man, geez.
22, 23, 24.
Jesus
24,
Christ.
But I never see you boast about it. It's
And
the
we
first
didn't
time I
even
hear
know.
it.
It's the first time we hear it.
Yeah, we
like,
never
really and
brag
truly.
about it.
You
I never pick up the phone to text you. I think I see you on Zanzibar one time, and I was like, Avi, I need this, and he was like, yeah, man, just call me, Alan. He went a road match, So he always accessible as much as he could be. You know what I mean?
Shit,
And
when we on the phone the other day, he done had someone that he belt.
yeah, exactly.
You done had some road match
Exactly.
that
You know what I mean? And that's a credit to the humbleness you have, you know what I mean? Never
Definitely.
really boasty, and to me, from my perspective, you know what I mean? Still the same. Because I remember, listen, one time I was so mad with Avi, my son. I had a troop in Miami, a Juve troop. Fed Frenzy, my son. And Avi was my headliner. And when I tell you, Avi was so late. I crash. I questioned June, where is Avalanche?
Yeah.
But B,
When he reached,
he want time.
he
Wasn't late. I just didn't know what was going on.
You were late.
I was new to the thing. I was late to the understanding of the thing.
Yeah.
But when I be like and
Yeah.
I truck B,
Yeah.
man, I'll fall in love with Miami Carnival ever since.
Yeah.
I telling you, straight up, I ain't gonna lie to you, but I was grass. I be coming up the stretch like, wow, worrying about it. You ain't even started. You talking about the sun ain't even really up. Calm down, the truck them still here in the front.
Relax.
Relax yourself. And he ain't care who mad, you know.
Yeah.
He don't care who mad.
Yeah.
He just know when he get them
What
thoughts, they
gonna
pull up,
happen?
they
White days will happen.
kill. And matter of fact, you know what's kill it too? From St. Martin?
Blaze.
Avi and Blaze, my son.
Yeah.
And that was the
Shout out
first
DJ
time
Blaze.
I feel like the VI get introduced to Blaze
Yeah.
through that connection with Avi and just them and
But
just really
Blaze came and Uber the year after me. You know?
right.
That's what I heard.
And,
what I mean?
and he made a name for himself, but again, he come with that energy that we have.
Right.
So when you say
Island.
Martin, very similar to us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That he know the vibe. It ain't just the same
Yeah.
set of songs, soca songs that every DJ who don't do their homework and know about these islands gonna play. Like he know, okay man, I could get him a little panta, I could get him a little jam, I could get him a little, he could mix it up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The knowledge of the music and the cultures is there. 'Cause we have no choice because we had. When I say we VI, and not just VI, but small island, hard to please. You know, you have
You gotta
because
bring it.
you have to.
Yeah, have to.
You have to understand that it's a melting pot of cultures. You know?
Facts.
Yeah, definitely.
And I always be like, I'll say, they'll be like, hey, you going to such and such, this Trinity DJ, this. I'll be like, listen, I don't want to head jump and wave all night. Don't want to head all night, right? So,
Are you struggling with having bad credit? Is having a bad credit score affecting your ability to get approved for the things you need in life? Well, guess what? I could help you out. I could get all those negative items removed if we're talking about inquiries, late payments, collections, charge-offs, repossessions, even bankruptcies. We could get those removed from your credit report. Go on www.credible-source.com and fill out an inquiry right now so we could get you to a better credit score so you could get approved for the things you need in life. Talk to y'all soon. Peace.
and like whilst going back to the conversation we had with Jasper, where Jasper say they don't, sometimes they're not playing our music because they don't have it. Right? So it ain't just, we don't mess with that, we just don't have it.
Yeah.
Right.
So we know we from a small place. So if we playing on a big stage, we know we can't just play our music all night.
No.
So I
Absolutely
feel like that disadvantage was actually an advantage because it made us better. And it made us so much more diverse.
Yeah.
Where we could go in these spaces now and touch every single body. Like who would have thought? Not who would have thought, but when they started Uber Soca Cruise,
Right.
who would have thought that small island music would have been so dominant on that cruise? And I talking about VA, I talking about Bouillon, I talking about all the different genres.
You know when they first started, and I think the international Steven introduced the concept of small island to Uber, right? The first time
Shout out international Steven.
Big up Steven.
Large up.
So I remember my first time playing in a small island room. It was this room bigger than running close competition with the room. It was a small room.
Yeah, I remember, yeah.
We on a big cruise ship, you know, and we got like a small room
Facts.
to do a small island party.
Facts.
That's just to give you the mindset that we weren't acknowledged.
Yes.
Or we weren't, it wasn't seen as a thing at that time.
Yes.
You know? But I would want to say the concept of that small island party was driven to keep. And it's because of the support of All small and people.
Yes.
You know, I know a lot of VI people.
Yes.
We definitely have to take credit.
Yes.
All the Virgin Islanders
Yes.
that sign up for the cruise and like, yo, we need something for us.
Yeah.
We love soca, but we ain't gonna listen to the same soca all day and act like we don't have things.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So make sure if we could get this, we could get and I watched that small island grow from something small
Yes, brother.
to like become one of the biggest parties on the ship.
Facts. Facts. And it is a testament to, like you say, not just VA, but I feel like our Caribbean people support each other, number one. But all the small islands, we understand our plight because we all small.
Yes.
Right. So when we hear a song coming out of Dominica, we happy for them.
We jumping with them. We jumping with the Dominicans. Exactly.
We jumping with them. When we hear it, Angola and I'll be on the cruise and I have a Panther Vibes or Exodus. I jumping
with
like
them. It's ours. Correct.
Because of that small island energy that we all share, man. And it's just a beautiful thing to see.
I never forget like the one of them early years, me and Ace, and that's how me and Ace Abandon really get tight, you know, because it's like we had to move like a unit.
Yeah.
Cause all we was going through the same thing.
The same struggle, yeah.
You know, like, in our region, we know people know us. But clearly, I don't know about us. So I'm moving with us different. So now we got to move together. I used to support, full support. You know what I mean? Bouillon, we jumping up. Jamban, we jumping up. You know what I mean? Anything we cause this represents us.
Yes.
And clearly y'all don't know this is what going on. So we moving together. And believe it or not, that made such a tremendous statement to the whole soca market.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? With the support of, our small island people, of course, the VIP people, like, it made a huge statement.
You know how huge of a statement?
And
when you quick read, when you're hearing music coming out Trinidad, singing like Bouillon.
I mean, it was undeniable. It's like, yo, if this, when the revelation has been put out there, when they learn that, yo, nah, man, you small island got something, you know what I mean? Look at that energy, like, of course, it's infectious. You want to be a part of it.
Exactly.
And that's why people like International Stevens like a credit because he's a Trinidadian that believed in us as well and helped to push that energy and co-sign us and be like, hey.
I mean, if you and I'm pretty sure y'all don't know, but like Steven in particular has gotten a lot of love from us from way before he became who he is.
Right.
And that's part of the reason I would say he holds that type of mindset to support small island stuff. Because like I remember Steven when he lived in Atlanta. Before he had Lux.
Playing on a VI court, basketball, them type of thing. Yeah.
And like I remember him going through a situation where his stuff was stolen, his music stuff.
Yeah.
He had nothing. Wanted to give up. Like, seriously was like, man, I gotta find something else to do. I can't do this no more. I don't have nothing. You know? And he tried to figure it out. And again, we had a mutual friend, Levi.
Right.
And that's when Levi had a store.
And Covington.
Yep. And Steven came in, and I just there chilling. He said, well, this man is a DJ. You need something? Check him. Me, this man from no place, but you know what? All right, if my partner call you, okay, cool, boom. We sit down, what it is? Man, I ain't gonna tell him man rob me, whatever. He ain't got no music, whatever. I say, hey, go with it.
Give me your hard drive.
Yeah, I mean, take it. Take out my music.
Tell him.
So he could continue. I mean, the man, but it's just because, okay, my partner, you the rock with you, okay, cool, man. Boom.
Friend of my friend is
You know what I mean? So now he get back his legs to go and do this music thing.
Yeah.
Next thing I know, this man he's Big Steven, you know what I mean? With the same partner. But so the point of that story is like, we show love.
Yes.
Right. You know what I mean?
Yes.
we from the small island, we don't show love. That's how we operate.
Yeah,
we don't show love.
Yeah.
So now, when he got a blessing now, he realized that's how we operate.
Yeah.
Naturally, he's like, yo. No, he got a platform. You know what I mean? Before me, he got a platform, and he's like, yo, nah, man, these man get thing.
Yeah.
These man get thing.
Yeah.
Check out this thing. Check out this thing. You know what I'm saying? So I was big him up on that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, he's one of the early advocates.
Yes.
Yeah.
For Small Island.
Before it was
music.
cool.
Yes. Before it was cool. Correct.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. That's a good point.
Yeah.
That's a good point. So, after shell on the Soca Cruise, mash up the Soca Cruise. No, it should be Avalanche Soca Cruise.
Nah, man. Nah.
He's such a politician.
Yeah.
He's so sick.
Nah. Avalanche Soca Cruise. Nah. I not. No. Like, my new goal was to produce hits.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Because, mashing up a party or stuff like that is good. But I felt like, again, I've introduced, or not, I've helped introduce, our music, or bridge the gap of the small island and the rest of the Caribbean. You know what I mean? Because at one point in time, it was totally separate. You know what I'm saying? And you could say that as a man living in the States for a while, you go to party, man ain't playing no one thing.
Yeah, facts.
Whatever reason they give it. The fact is they ain't
They
playing
ain't playing it. Exactly.
But now, you could go in a party and hear our song bubbling, a couple of them, you hear a Adamo, you gonna hear a Pumper, you're gonna hear, couple things bubbling, a big jam. You're gonna hear a couple things bubbling, And they are actively looking for more now.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Before that wasn't the case.
That wasn't the case.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I feel like I played a role in helping to bridge that gap.
Definitely.
Bringing us, the Caribbean, together.
Definitely.
And that's how you get a key to the city. Yeah.
You humble body.
What the key to do?
Open up doors.
I telling you, obviously it did. You know what I mean? How that feel? Getting
That's a
recognized.
huge honor, because remember that.
So don't worry about them man that car you to go on the song, or car you to jump on the song.
I don't even feel no way, I don't feel no way.
Because you get
because every situation you go through molds you to become who you are.
True. It's
Prepares you for what is to come for you.
Definitely.
You think I know I was going to win the road march and them kind of thing? No.
You couldn't afford
But
that.
I know I had to practice making music if I
yeah.
want to be a big producer to produce hits.
Yeah.
So if a man, if my neighbor don't want to sing on my beat, fine.
Yeah.
I gonna continue making beats until my neighbor want to sing on my beat.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
That's all I mean.
Yeah. That's
Right.
how it is. You're right.
Make another beat.
Yeah.
Make another beat.
Yeah.
Make another beat.
Yeah.
Right? And all right, but you also got put it out there. What is song? Like, hey.
Yeah.
What is, you think this is good? This is good? You think this is good? What? Nah, you don't like it? All right, go in again.
You know what I always say about artists and, creators?
Yeah.
It's such a vulnerable thing that you guys do where you create something. You
Right.
sit down in your space and you create something, have it, and then you present it to the world.
Right.
For them to either like it, love it,
or hate it.
And they have the authority to say, I hate this shit. So how that'll be for you, bro, when you hearing somebody telling you like, yo, I don't like this, or I hate this, or this ain't it.
I don't take no offense whatsoever. You ever went to a restaurant and like everything on the menu?
No.
It's impossible.
Right.
Definitely. Okay.
So if I creating something, it's unrealistic for me to expect everybody to like it.
Yes, facts. Facts.
Unrealistic.
Facts.
My goal is to make something where the majority will like.
Yes.
And I've done my job.
Yes.
Because I can't please, I learned this on radio too. You can't please everybody.
Sure.
Everybody tastes the same.
Yeah.
You got people who don't like soca at all.
Yeah.
People who don't like Caribbean music at all.
Yeah.
What's that island crap? I don't listen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So to get in that mindset and to create a wall for yourself, 'cause that's what you're ultimately doing.
Yeah.
Because so and so gonna hate my music, or so and say they don't like it, or so and say something got negative to say about it. If you gonna let that person opinion that you have nothing to do with affect what you trying to accomplish, then you's the problem.
Definitely. I say a lot. one of the things that I said too is like,
Philosopher.
you got give the energy to who messing with you.
Yeah, of
Yeah.
course.
You gotta stop giving the energy to who ain't messing with you.
Oh, bro.
Who ain't messing with you ain't your people. So why we too concerned about the people that ain't messing with us?
Right.
I see a entertainer one time, right? Years ago. This was a while back. And she had posted a picture. And she I guess her photographer photoshopped.
Yeah.
Give her angles or whatever. And in doing so, they erased her whole belly button off the picture, right? So in the comments now, you know, the social media is a brutal place.
Yeah, they're going crazy.
And the comments are going crazy. The woman them going crazy, the man them going, everybody going crazy. And some of her supporters.
Yeah.
And that they're saying, we love you. Don't mind them.
Right.
We love you. You look amazing. Enjoy your life. Da. You know, she scrolled through and bypassed every positive message
Highly love and look for
and
the head.
responded
To the
to
negative.
the negative. I look better than your mother, your back brad, you're this, you're that, you're this. And I like, yo, you know how much energy that taking out
You don't
of
lose
right
the battle
now?
when you do that.
You cannot win that. I would have give you more props if you would have went through and thank all them
All
people
the positive.
that loved you and shout them out and bypass. We gotta stop giving negativity attention
Correct.
and energy, bro. So the reason I ask that is because there's a lot of struggling people out there that have a talent,
Yeah.
but they probably ain't get the confidence that Avalanche have.
You have again, and I told you earlier, one of the most important piece of advice I got in this whole journey was if you don't believe in yourself, who else gonna believe in you?
Facts.
You have to say, my podcast is the baddest podcast right now.
Boom. And that's a fact. That's a fact. We
I
saying
don't care
every day.
who got what, drink champs, whatever. This is it.
This is it.
We get a real man. We get governors.
Yes.
We got Grammy Award.
Yes, sir.
You got,
Road March champion.
this is what I'm saying. You understand?
Right.
Like, they don't have that. We have that.
Yes, exactly.
We giving you the real.
Facts.
Right.
Facts.
Nothing sugar coated.
Facts.
Straight up.
Facts,
You feel what I'm
man.
saying? Like,
Yeah,
if
man.
you don't believe in yourself, your product, who gonna
Who gonna
believe in it?
you? Exactly.
So when you see Avalanche moving, how Avalanche to move, it's not that I cocky or arrogant. No. I believe in myself, brother.
Facts.
I bet on myself.
Facts. Facts, brother.
Straight.
Facts. Facts.
I remember I went down Uber with nothing, you know. I just come from a hurricane, you know, with nothing.
I'm telling you.
And a man just talked to me the wrong way, and that set me off, you know.
Yeah.
That was it.
I'm telling you.
I going clear, me care. Y'all going know who I is now.
Yeah.
Telling you.
That's how it went down.
Yes.
Think I'm
The
going to
short
take
end of
another
the
L.
story.
Think I'm going to take another L like welcome?
Yeah.
Not me.
It ain't happening, bro. It's not on this watch.
Yeah.
It's not happening.
Yes.
That's how you gotta approach life, bro.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Whatever you want to do,
Yes.
whatever you want to do.
Facts.
Real.
Facts. You have to believe it.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
You have to believe it. You can't sell something that you don't believe in. So if you try and sell yourself and you don't believe that you is the best, how I supposed to believe that you is the best? And how I supposed to give you that energy? So if a man say, I don't like your music, I don't like your song, I don't like your beat. Well, my song, my beat, my music wasn't for you, bro. She gonna like
Exactly.
it. This person
Exactly.
gonna like it. That person gonna like it.
Exactly.
You check? So like we gotta stop giving energy to the people that ain't rocking with us and start giving energy to the people that are rocking with us. I say that all the time. It's a rabbit hole. That's a battle and a fight we can't win. We have people that gonna agree with what it is we saying and feel how we feel.
Yeah,
we get
and
people
that's
that
life,
just- and
bro.
that's life.
That's life, bro.
We can't take it.
You ain't
personal.
rocking with me? Okay, cool.
Fine.
Email.
Exactly. On to the next.
We moving, bro.
On to the next.
We
And
moving.
keeping it moving.
You now missing out because I moving and going places. You could have been rolling, but you move. You missing. I moving, bro.
Exactly. And then you're going to double back after you see your peers and the people you look up to rocking with me. And then now you're going to have a conversation, and that conversation going to cost you a little bit more.
Email.
This go wrong. Text my manager.
Email.
Give my manager a call.
Bro, is that's the message I be. And like when I speak, I try and speak that message into the youth them
Yes.
right now. You understand?
Yes.
The people them that because Avalanche done, you know, I mean I done walk. My journey still ongoing,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But I don't walk apart, bro.
Yeah.
I don't see things, I don't been places, I
Yeah.
do things.
Yeah.
Undeniable, right?
Yeah.
Boy, you got a youth man right now, a young lady right now
Yeah.
that get dreams.
Yeah.
and don't even know.
Yeah.
They got a dream, but they don't know how to go about it. Yeah, having a dream is a starting point,
Facts.
right? Get your plan, believe in yourself, and go. You're going to figure it out.
Yep. Definitely.
You're going to figure it out.
Definitely. One step in front of the next.
Yeah.
GPS don't tell you. They don't give you all the directions all at once.
Right.
They don't tell you drive 2.5 miles and then take a left.
Yeah.
After you take that left, drive 1 mile and you're going to take a right. The GPS don't load you up, so you don't have to know all the directions
One
up
time,
front.
correct. Yeah.
Just keep moving. Put 1 foot in front the next.
Keep moving.
When we started this podcast, we didn't know nothing about podcasting. We didn't know nothing about nothing. We just two people with two opinions that we saw the value in each other, and we said, listen, let's start this thing. We didn't know where the first camera was going to come from, the second one, we didn't know.
Kyle make us go to a seminar. He was paying attention. I was just waiting for the food.
Yeah, he was on the
Like,
phone the whole
when
time.
it-
Yeah, he's
just
soaking up
when-
all this thing.
When we going to eat?
We gave it. That's how it was, bro. I like, yo, we got a podcast seminar going on here with these man teaching this thing. I sign you up. Let's go.
Yeah.
You check, I pick you up this time, we roll in. And we did, you know what I mean? And we taking, as much as he was waiting for food, we took and
Yeah, we took
got
it.
that knowledge.
Yeah,
we
definitely.
soaked that in and we learned certain vibes. And it had other summits and stuff that I was going to learn the business side of
Yeah,
it.
right.
Everything ain't free. You got to invest in
invest
yourself.
Definitely.
You got to.
Got
So
to.
they like this, everything that you seeing right now costs. Us sitting on having this conversation, it costs.
Yeah.
Right.
You check. So at the end of the day, if I don't invest in myself and I don't believe in myself, how I gonna go to a sponsor and say, hey, give me money? And I ain't even give me money.
Correct.
Right.
No, it don't work that way. Put your own damn dash. For whatever it is he is, he said a lot of really, really good things. You got to put your money up.
Yeah.
You have to put your own money up, bro.
Definitely have to
You gotta invest in yourself. So if you have a dream that you try and get towards, if you have a talent that you want somebody to take you there, you gotta take yourself there.
to take
because
yourself.
if somebody take you there, guess what? They could control your path. But if you take yourself there now and you invest in yourself now, you controlling your own path. You could take what you think is a good deal and you could turn down what you think
Yeah.
isn't a good deal. But if they took you there, whatever they feed you, you're gonna gotta eat.
Yeah, you have to, you know.
Rant over.
Yeah.
Teta.
I'm just happy you didn't say fax again because the fax machine broke. So
Fax.
you might have to go to email.
Facts.
Email.
Okay.
Say
I gotta
email.
stop
Yeah.
paying attention to what you do be saying. I don't rewatch all these episodes.
I looking out for you, bro.
you wake up, I'm like,
Yeah.
Facts.
you up now?
Okay. What's next? What's next for Avi? What's on the horizon? Like, what we looking forward
You
to?
know,
Like,
so, one thing for certain, I'm still DJing. You know, I think I got a few more years in the tank for that. You know what I mean? But I definitely don't want to.
That passion for DJing, like you said, you got a few more years, right? What's a determining factor for when Avi say,
I gonna hang it up.
Yeah. When he ain't feeling in love no more, when he ain't doing
It's not
nothing.
that. No,
when
I've
they
been
stop
doing this-
calling him.
No,
I
no,
was
That
a
man
call
ain't
him.
gonna stop calling Avi.
no, but you see what I've learned, right? So in everything you have to evolve.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I've done DJing for over 20 years. And I still have the love for it. You know, I still do it. You know, but I'm also getting older.
Yeah.
You know, and I have when you get older and you accomplish goals, you create new goals.
Yes.
And you have, you know, sometimes you want to take a different direction. You know what I
Yes.
mean, that's what led me into production too.
Facts.
You know? And
I say facts.
Yeah.
Now you get me conscious of saying facts.
I just saying. It
You
broke.
but I just feel like, you know, I want to end my DJ career on a high note. You know what I mean? I don't want to be like
That old
Avi
dude.
was the man,
Yeah.
but now he fall off.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You want to
No,
go out on top.
I just want to end on a high note. I go, no, like I want to end, yeah, Avi contribute. He do a lot, my boy.
Yes.
He represent, you know what I mean? He made it possible for young producers and young DJs to come up and make a hit with somebody from Trinidad or Grenada or Jamaica, wherever. He made it cool for a young DJ to come in a club in Atlanta and play VI music, and the crowd would respond. You know what I'm saying? Like that's kind of the note I want to leave on. You know what I mean? I do my piece. I do my piece, and as far as ongoing, I gonna stay in production for a while. Because it's a newfound. I mean, I always love music, creating music, but now that I'm recognized for it, I want to keep that going. It's totally different than DJing. You know what I mean? The business aspect of it, but it can be very. It could be very lucrative. DJing too could be very lucrative the way you approach it. But I definitely feel like when I hang up the DJ, the turntables, I'll still be doing producing, and I gonna still work with artists, whether from VI or wherever, to continuously push the culture for a little bit more longer than DJing, and that gonna be my thing. And then of course I gonna move on to like my other, side investments and things. You know what I mean?
Don't tell them that part.
We're gonna talk about our plan.
That's our
We're
plan.
gonna talk about our plan. But yeah, man. So you want to shift into the
Currency back.
currency bag? All right, cool.
Yeah.
So this is the segment of the show called the currency bag.
Yeah.
We don't usually jump in our currency bag, ready?
Yeah.
Pull out some questions.
All right.
But we doing this thing so long, we get the questions in our head.
Okay.
Shout
However
out
you
the
want
currency bag.
But-
And but these questions they can make and break you, obviously. So you got to answer them right,
Right.
So
all right.
it's a pressure segment here. All right. So
Here we go.
all right, cool. I gonna ask you this one here. For you have two that you gonna call it two. You have a lot of drops.
Yeah.
But out of these two drops, the first one you say, the one that you have, the signature drop.
Yeah.
Avalanche.
Yeah.
That one, or the one from Sizzler, Boom Sound Avalanche.
Boom sound.
Which one is your favorite? Which one, if you had to pick one, which one would you pick?
You know what's crazy? Sizzler is my favorite reggae artist. I have a lot of Sizzler though plates.
Yes.
But I gotta go with the signature.
The signature.
It's like literally where everybody know across the Caribbean know listen to, that's once they hear that they know it's me.
They know it's you.
Yeah.
Timeless.
Yeah. So like VI people will know Boom Song Avalanche. You know what I mean?
Right.
Or the Movado.
Right.
Because I have another one that people in the islands will know too. Avalanche, Bomb
Buckler.
Yeah. Yeah. That one there.
Fuck up the place.
Yeah, that drop. No, for
drop tough in
that is
Avalanche.
me. Listen, I was debating putting that in my productions or the one that I use.
Yeah.
The only reason I didn't use the
Because of the
Movado
Boom Buckler.
is because some Caribbean islands, especially Jamaicans, view it as a bad word.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, and I don't want people to feel like they ain't gonna play because they have a bad word in the song. You know?
But that, I hear you shell down the place, stop, and then just play that.
Yeah, no, everybody, if you from VI and been to a party,
Christ.
that like one of them real Avalanche party, you know that. Avalanche,
Buckler.
It's a wicked drop. I ain't gonna be like, that's probably my favorite drop.
That's a fire drop, bro. That's a fire drop. You go.
So, St. Thomas, nice and fluffy Johnny cake, or St. Croix, hollow pita bread Johnny cake?
Oh, Jesus, Lord.
Yeah, that's the answer the question. You know what I mean? And ain't nobody else say, just calling it how we see it.
Yeah.
So I think the delivery of that question is a bit biased because St. Thomas have the Gucci link, Johnny Cake.
Yeah.
They slit the holes.
Fluffy and
Can't be
nice
fluffy.
and
If you slit the hole, the air is out. St. Croix have the fluffy one, then, bro.
No, we slit it, so therefore it don't be a big puff with air in the middle.
yeah.
So that's what the slits are there for. So therefore,
It's
this
not
side-
fluffy, bro. Then
This
it's
side
flat.
of the slit have
Which
fluff. and
one?
This side of
Avi,
the
which
slit
one?
have fluff.
Okay, which one?
Yeah.
Golly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pressure. Well, I'll say this. I haven't had a Crucian Johnny Cake in a long time, so I'm going to have to go with St. Thomas.
Okay. There you go. You know what I mean? You welcome in St. Thomas.
Welcome,
You know, your pass has been renewed for the next 3 years.
You had answered that right. If you had answered
you're
that
good.
wrong.
Yeah, they won't stop
haven't,
you.
no, I can't speak on something.
back welcome.
Yeah, with a sending back welcome. Take another L.
I haven't had a cruise and Johnny Cake in a long time. Seriously, so I can't really like.
Not too many people can say that about St. Thomas Johnny Cake. I haven't had a St. Thomas Johnny Cake in a long time. That don't even sound right. But thank you for your answer.
All right.
Yeah.
So this one here, we're gonna just get right into it. Jamban or Vayo?
Come on, man. Stop the nonsense. Hey, Daddy Jones, I got love for you. Daddy Jones like family to me, you know. But come on.
I'll win.
Come on, man. Toby,
I wonder if Daddy Jones get tired of
Toby,
this question.
Tony,
I'll win.
the
We'll
whole
get a
squad.
chance.
I know I got love, right? But is that Jamban, man?
Don't worry.
Straight up, bro. Straight up, bro.
It's the sweetest.
Straight up, bro. Come on, man. You talking about Jamban, bro? All the way, bro.
Hey, listen, I'll win. Don't worry. You
You
gonna
are
be in a
part
blue
of the
seat.
Jamban culture.
Yeah, but you gonna be in a
Listen,
blue
And
seat
you were part
soon.
of Jamban too, anyway.
Of course.
He played in Jamban for a
You
few
have
years.
a lot to do
Really
with
good.
that
Hey,
answer.
listen, Daddy Jones is a legend.
Shout out Vayo.
Yeah.
We love Vayo saying.
Daddy Jones is a real legend.
Real
Living
But
legend.
I'll be on the
Okay.
Avi, I'd be on the Soca Cruise the first couple of years before it was so cool to have all the smile. And you know what I admire about you as a DJ? You wasn't just losing sound, you were losing rhythm.
Yeah.
Rhythm
But that's a
alone.
part of we. That's our culture, you know what I mean?
So rhythm that man like Alwyn, Daddy Jones would lose. That rhythm alone,
Rhythm,
is
that's
over
a
20
timeless.
years.
That's a classic, bro. Yeah.
That's over 20 years
Yeah.
ago. And that's still mashing up party
To this
today.
day. To this day.
To
I played
this
St.
day.
Kitts a few weeks ago. Mash up.
I telling you.
Just the rhythm.
Just the rhythm.
Yeah.
He's a legend.
This man, imagine a rhythm. So all you gotta do is just press that rhythm. You get no words, bro. You no words. And the crowd going sick. So, Vayo, we love you.
Yeah.
We love you. Daddy Jones, you know how I feel about you already.
Right.
Nothing but love. So, don't cringe every time you hear that question. Somebody, Swanks come up here and say, Vayo.
Yeah.
Swanks.
Well, Swanks younger, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And Swanks is heavily influenced by Vayo.
Exactly.
But no, I'm a bit older than
yes.
Swanks.
Yes.
Right.
I've seen
Yes, Jamban.
the Jamban effect.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what
Respect to Vayo.
Yeah.
But the Jamban effect was
Crazy.
huge.
Yeah.
And the thing is, the younger generation, the generation now, and even from Swanks,
Yeah.
they ain't see it, so they don't know it.
Yeah, they don't understand it. Yeah.
They
that's
don't
why,
know it.
Yeah, that's why I tell him, man, like,
Yeah.
I respect your opinion, but I get to see both.
Yeah.
You only get to see one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But again, Flo was the Alwyn because
No, he's a part
Bro,
of Virgin Islands
he's-
culture.
oh my
brother.
God,
There's
like
no
he-
denying it.
if
Vayo-
you take it away, like you're
Vayo's-
missing something.
Vayo
You know what I mean?
solidified. To be honest with you, I'll be honest with you. In 2024, I feel like Vayo is the best band in the Virgin Islands currently. Now they don't have the new hits,
Yeah.
Right.
but if you're talking about quality music
Yeah.
in a party,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Vayo ain't gonna disappoint.
Yeah.
Right.
To this day, they're not gonna disappoint.
This day.
Okay.
Large up. Toby. Tony.
Facts. I want you this last one. This is a really important one for us in the
Yeah, that's a
culture.
big one.
Pineapple tart,
I don't know the third question coming. You could just
coconut tart.
You could throw pineapple out of this equation.
That's my dad. Yeah.
You could just throw
Fling it
pineapple out
away. It's
of
not
it.
a real tie. It shouldn't even be in a
It shouldn't be in the conversation. You
It's a
start with
pastry.
pineapple, you could just
It's
put
a
that.
pastry,
You could
guys.
just pour that on the
It's
side.
like a turnover.
Get that
It's
to the
not really a
dad.
tart. Like pineapples don't grow in the Virgin Islands. Why are we even considering pineapple as
Yeah.
a tart, bro?
Yeah, that's a big
It
fail
needs to
with
just
pineapple.
be coconut, guava, tropical fruits like
We
the
could- we
Hawaiians.
just leave those two up for debate. Pineapple has no place in this conversation.
I ain't said this in a long time, but I think you guys should seek Jesus. Because
You crazy,
what?
You are Virgin Island now?
Facts.
Exactly. Pineapple
Email.
tart. Like, come on, bro. Nah.
Something.
We over that. We
You
over that.
from the islands, bro?
over that.
Pineapple tart over all
from
of them
Decatur?
tart.
Where
I
you from?
stick it with it. I from ghettos.
Oh, which ghettos, bro?
You
from South Side.
What the place in Miami called? Wait.
You from the Bluff?
Shit. Wait, what man? You fucking you.
Oh, Ghouls.
No, good.
Kendall.
Yes, I'm fucking from Kendall.
Ain't no way you could be defending pineapple tart.
Yo, bro, listen, I
Ain't
know
no
a
way.
lot of hate out there for us, but we're actually the delicacy of tarts. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well,
but
That's
you know,
nonsense,
The
bro.
pastry.
okay.
But
Get a reality check.
so let me ask a question.
Yeah.
Coconut or guava?
Yeah, that's now we have a conversation. Whoa.
There's no such thing as guava. It's guava berry. Now, if you say guava berry, then we could have a conversation. If you just saying
Bro,
guava, I
you
know
are-
what it is.
The more you speak,
No,
the
in the
less
Virgin Islands,
credible
it's guava.
you sound.
No, in the
Facts.
Virgin Islands, it's guava berry.
Yeah.
Not guava, it's
there's a
guava,
guava
berry.
tree in the Virgin Islands.
Yeah, there's guava trees in the garden.
You know that. You know that, right?
My grandmother got guava.
My grandmother too. There's a guava.
Like you
Bro,
can
you know what
find
a guava
guava.
tree look like?
What I mean.
That means.
What I mean.
That mean
They have coconut all over the place too.
Exactly.
So what I'm
Ain't
saying
no
is,
pineapple.
exactly. That's why it's the
You
best.
said
Because it's a
guava berry, but
delicacy.
It don't
there's
belong
actually a
there.
guava fruit.
Exactly.
I got that, but guava berry tart is better than guava tart.
Right. This is a coconut and
This
guava
is the man.
conversation.
You bring
so
in.
just cool
you
out
bring
here for a
in.
little while.
You bringing in.
Cody, what you think?
Oh my gosh.
I need some help.
It is help.
Yeah, Cody, say
Are you
something.
gonna ask our Caucasian stateside?
He has no
stateside
clue.
producer?
Listen,
He has no clue
He
what we're
could
talking
colonize
about.
the tart
prove
right
my
now.
point and say pineapple, Cody. Point and say pineapple. Shout out Cody and the ones and twos. We're gonna keep you out at this for now.
It's crazy,
man,
that you are ghetto man.
man, Jesus.
Same pineapple
Pineapple.
and guava berry
Hey, we got
for tart. That's crazy.
He can't make it revoked.
Yes,
Whatever.
definite revolt.
He's a Kendall man.
So the
He's a zoo.
the next segment is
But he ain't pick.
And
You
he
did
didn't
pick?
get a chance to
No, you
answer.
pick. You gotta
I'm
pick.
still in
Idiot.
shock with your guava berry and pineapple.
Man.
But anyway, if done right, because this is where the confusion
Yes.
comes.
Give
This is where the confusion comes. If done right.
Yes. Right meaning nice and moist.
Yes.
You cannot
Touch the
dry
flesh.
it out. You can't dry
Touch
it
the
out.
flesh.
Cody.
And you can't just leave
The one-
overcook it to the point where
nice moist nuts in the mouth. I don't know to coconut.
Where this man
No, why not?
things, bro.
Never.
Anyways.
Why?
That is sound good.
Coconut for the
Bars.
win.
Never.
All right?
This man, yo,
Ever.
that's crazy.
Tea
Bro.
coconut.
Never.
Tea
I'm
coconut.
done at this point.
All right.
I'm done. This
yeah.
man mentioning nuts and more.
Yeah,
I'm done, bro.
Wait,
Bars, bro.
You say, if done
You're
right.
that Diddy's.
If it's,
you
exactly.
you on some Diddy
if done
stuff
right,
right
if it's
now.
moist. What? What?
You sound like
Talking
you are
about
never.
if the tart is done right, you jump to nuts and
You used to
mouth.
go
This
to
is
them Diddy
crazy, bro.
parties.
I didn't.
You got a picture on the big white couch, the couch bed.
I did not.
Yo, yeah.
All right, man.
Okay.
So this next segment we're gonna get into the more serious segment.
Yeah, definitely.
This one we call it the currency exchange.
Okay.
So currency, as we know it, most people know it to be money.
Yes.
You know what I mean? But currency could be anything. Currency could be love. Currency could be vibes. Currency could be energy. Currency could be time. Currency could be relationship. Could be knowledge. Right? So this is where we exchange currency and we share what's our most valuable form of currency. My most valuable form of currency is knowledge. Because I feel like once you learn something, you can't unlearn it.
Right.
His most valuable form of currency is relationships. You know, because in a sense where you might not need the money, you might not need the knowledge. If you have the relationships with the people that have those resources, you have them by default. What's your most valuable
Very
form
easy.
of currency?
Time.
Time. That's a good one.
That's a big one.
That's
And
a
that might be the
really good
first one we had.
No, TK said time.
TK said time too?
Yeah, TK
Okay.
said time.
Two Crucians said time. Well, he's a
Avalanche
communion.
no cruise channel.
Yeah.
God, the man want like coconut tie, you try to send him back.
Yeah,
you were just
I just tell you, he revoke
crazy
it.
how
Yeah, I
much
just tell you, he lose the pass. He gain the pass for 3 years, he lose it.
Elaborate on your
Yeah.
time. Your time.
Why time is the most expensive currency. Number one, you can't get back.
Can't get back. Facts.
There's a limited amount. All of us in this room have a limited amount of time in life.
Facts.
So you have to use your time wisely.
Nicely. Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts. Facts.
Make the best out of your time. Ain't nothing worse than, to me, than somebody wasting my time.
Yeah.
I could have used that time to get knowledge.
Facts.
I could have used that time to get money.
Yeah.
I could have used that time to
Establish
show love.
relationships,
I could have used that time
Yes, for something.
for some, you know,
Something
for
of value.
another form of currency.
Yes. But once that time is spent, you don't get it back.
You don't get it back.
$1 spent, you can make another $1. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can't get back. You can't get back time once it's spent. That's a good one.
That's a real one, man.
I like that one.
I like that one. I really do like that one.
Guys, there you have it. It was good. Avalanche got a flight to catch.
Yeah.
And I just want to thank my guy. This man on a layover.
Right.
On a layover. He could have been in the Amex lounge chilling. You know what I mean?
Eating
Relaxing.
pineapple tart.
Nah, bro.
They have pineapple turnovers in the Amex. That's what they reference.
One thing I'll say, it won't have no nuts in my mouth in the lounge. Bro. Like, I ain't none of that happening.
But for real, man, my guy could have said, listen, I tired, I ain't coming through. You know what I mean? He came through, he blessed the blue seat
Definitely
for us. And we really, really want to thank you, brother. It was a really good conversation, man. Like I said, our job here is to humanize our guests.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Everybody see the confident Avalanche, the confident Gregory Hodge, and we don't want them to mistake that confidence with arrogance. This man just believes in himself that much, and everybody should as well. And if once we start believing in ourselves, the same way Avalanche believe in himself, then guess what? We're going to be able to make the same strides that Avalanche making and do dope shit just like Avalanche doing. So, again, brother, I want to thank you for your time. Thank you for blessing us on our platform, bro. It was a really, really good conversation. And I'm looking forward to all the dope endeavors you have in the future, bro. I'm glad you were able to make some time for us small folk. Doing really big things, bro. And again, we're grateful, man.
And thank you guys for having me come through on the blue couch,
sure.
the blue seat.
For
You know what I mean? It was definitely good use of my time.
I like that.
To really, you know, hold our vibes with you guys and you know, spread some messages to the viewing audience and also give people some insight on a lot of things that I've experienced and done.
Definitely.
You know, for those who may not know, give like you say, humanize and give people some perspective on Avalanche, because as out there as I am, I'm not really out there.
Yeah.
You know, like, you know, and people be like, I didn't know that's what you I didn't know what you look like. They hear me, but you know what I mean? But because I just be on a grind a lot of the time, you know, just trying to progress as a person, to progress as a producer, as a DJ, and then also to, you know, continue my mission, which is to, you know, promote our culture, our music throughout the world. You know, and being able to come on platforms like this and just have a sit down and talk and, you know, show the world, show the listeners, hey, you know, it's for me as just a regular guy from a small island that had a passion, followed, had a dream, followed, and never gave up and bet on himself and never quit. You know what I mean? So if you have a dream to, you know, become a nurse, be a doctor, to be a jockey, to be whatever you want to be in life, is 100% attainable. You know what I mean? Once you believe in yourself. And that's the message I try and put out there for everybody, especially you.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody want to get a bag. Go get a bag. Everybody could get a bag. You know what I'm saying? You got, you know, do nothing illegal, nothing criminal. Use your mind, use your time, and push forward.
And use your talents.
And
definitely.
I have this one fun fact before you go. That our long lost cousin Hodge won the football game tonight for the Atlanta Falcons over the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And then Avi came in and saved the day. So it's a Hodge thing. I just really want to add that so you know that.
So by the time you watch this episode, the game that he referencing gonna be so old that nobody gonna care no more.
I don't care.
You know what I mean? So like
it's on wax.
Large up the Hodge. Me and the Haji them cool. So large
okay,
up
then. That's all I want to say.
But
big up the Hodge.
Again, brother, thanks for coming.
Love.
Thanks for blessing us with this interview. Amazing interview. And I need you guys right now to go like, share, and subscribe. Click the subscribe button. Click the share button. Like, we got to push this thing. Like, it's your own because we're doing it for y'all. So like, share, subscribe, Caribbean Currency on all platforms. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. It's a wrap for tonight. We're going to see y'all on the next one. Peace.
Just need a big bag, a big bag. I'ma get it so fast, I'm so fast. And when I get that money, I'ma make